Okay. Sounding much better today. Voice is completely back. Small, tiny cold every now and then. But voice is back. That feels good. Okay. Would you guys excuse me? I definitely gonna need a bottle of water. I do notice my voice doesn't last like the longest after getting sick. Then it'll just go kind of like hoarse. So make sure I'm staying hydrated, especially during this hot summer. So 1 second, let me get this bottle of water. That feels much better. Much better. The intervals are a little short. I don't know why. What are you in here? Don't know why the music went back on. Okay, I'm in here. True Woody's in here, but he's not talking. Let's cover our first topic. The first topic was supposed to be the title, but then I got carried away, so I was like, fuck it. So let's cover the first topic. And the first topic is pertaining to, I'm going to take the faces off real quick. The first topic is... Yeah, I can hear you. It's pertaining to the definition of gamers. Now, before the article came out of the FTC cracking down on false advertisement, lies, and manipulation by influencers, as well as...
I know Insider.
Huh?
I know Insider.
No, I'm just saying, before that information came out, the Xbox marketing person on Twitter basically said that you don't need to play video games in order to be considered a gamer.
Hey,
yeah,
that woman. I'm sorry.
But do you see the timeline between when she said it and then after the ruling came out that the FTC is going to crack down on influencers and lies and manipulation?
Yep.
And then no one talks, and I'm not talking about the gamers talking about the definition of what a gamer is. We're talking about the journalists. We're talking about the insiders. We're talking about the marketing people. We're talking about the influencers. They're completely quiet on the subject, which should be a long-lasting subject because we are all gamers, right? Gamers inherited the earth over the last 10 years. Whether you're on a cell phone or computer or home console, there's TVs that are smart TVs that can play games just based off of the smart TV technology inside. They don't even need a console being hooked up to the TV in most cases. So I'm saying all that to say that there's gamers everywhere. So when someone doesn't know the definition of something, it is the responsibility of the person that is, let's say, a professional in that field to educate them. Because it would be fucking stupid to let another dumb person walk around the earth thinking that they know something that they don't. So she can claim that people came at her because she was a woman all she wants. But we came at her because you were complete.
Wait, she's claiming
yes,
that?
yes, yes, yes. True witty. Listen. You always shocked at how stupid people are. But let me help you out.
No.
Do you remember Frost? You remember the chick?
Oh,
Okay.
I remember.
Do you remember when the internet like had backlash? And remember the first thing she said? Oh, they're attacking me because I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't think she said that.
It's an easy way out. They all use it. They all use it. Yeah, they all use it. People are attacking her because she said that if you watch somebody play games, you're considered a gamer. If you have a discussion about video games, as well as you skipping the immediate definition of a gamer, which is to play the video games, then you're
Jay,
also a gamer.
I watched ER back in the day. I'm a doctor, though. You know?
I mean, that's the logic everybody was using towards her. We were joking on her with the logic that Truity just said. What Truity just said is what everybody was talking, quoting her, like, like I watched a lot of wrestling growing up, so I should be a fucking professional wrestler. Like, the logic behind that is stupid. Now, we have seen this in our gaming community for some time now. We had seen people on the PC's trolling side. I had noticed them over the last 6 years, going back and forth with these idiots, that they claim to have known all about our exclusives. This is before Sony confirmed that they were going to start putting exclusives on PC. They claimed that they did not need to buy the gaming console because they could go to a YouTube channel and watch somebody else play the game that they secretly wanted. So that was the reason why they did not feel that they needed to buy a gaming console or did not want to buy a gaming console, because they could watch one of our popular exclusives at the time on YouTube, or watch someone else play it, or watch all the cutscenes. I frown upon people that do that. I could never justify that. It's almost as bad as skipping. Excuse me. It's almost as bad as skipping cutscenes on your first playthrough. No, it's just something you don't.
I ain't skipping cutscenes. I find that disgraceful.
Yeah, it's So yeah, I mean, that's our first topic. I mean, is everybody clear on the definition of gamer? Like, you have to play video games. That's just a broad. That's just a broad definition. That's just gamer. That's not anything else. Not hardcore gamer, not casual gamer. It's gamer. Like, in a casual gamer, in my personal opinion and my personal definition of casual gamer, is somebody that normally does not play games a lot. That's either they play the more casual mainline games or mainstream games, like your Call of Duties, your Maddens, your Need for Speed, Assassin's Creed, whatever is like the hottest topic. They don't really do a lot of research in the video games. They pretty much just go with the flow. Whatever is the hot topic out on the streets, in the hood, or whatever people talking about in high school or college, that's what they go play. The hot topic games. They're not gonna play any of the hidden gems. Most likely they won't even play a lot of traditional Japanese RPGs. They play something like Dark Souls, which is mainstream now. So I look at those people as casual gamers. Hardcore gamers are educated veterans. I look at those guys. They spend a lot of time playing games. They get a lot of platinums. They get a lot of achievements. They finish their games beginning to end. They're grinders like myself. When it comes to RPGs, they don't just run through an RPG and beat the game at level 40. There's different levels of gamer, but the main definition of just a normal gamer is someone who plays video games. So her definition, which got her in a lot of hot water, and again, I believe this was about 2 to 3 days before the FTC ruling. Her definition is you can watch somebody play a video game and you can discuss a game, but you don't have to play a game in order to be considered a gamer. If you play games, right, you can watch someone else play a game and you can have discussion on games and still be considered a gamer. I watch other people play video games all the time, but I play my games more than I watch someone else. I discuss video games all the time.
There's nothing wrong with watching. There's nothing wrong with watching someone play, because if you watch someone play, you figure out that, yeah, I'm interested in this, and this is interesting, this is cool, I'm gonna get it. But that's the whole reason
Exactly.
for you watching
But
something.
when she skipped the first step, which she basically disqualified, she said, "You don't actually have to play video games to be considered a gamer." When she said that, that's when every gamer on Twitter took offense. Because that's not the definition. It's not the meaning of gamer. You know. I just hope everybody agrees.
By all means, she deserves that heat. She deserved that heat. That he was needed. See, this is why that you should not allow certain people in the community, because
True Woody, it's sliding up real quick. Let me get to this one comment. It's not a super chat. It's just a normal comment. I wanted to talk to this individual real quick. This individual by the name of Han P. Han P. You say that. Let me see if I'm reading that right. I think Han P says something along the lines of he hasn't gotten a single platinum. And I play ever since as a kid. I think a real gamer doesn't need a trophy. If you've been playing video games ever since a kid,
hold on,
True, hold on. I know who you are, and I know what you're about. Let me get this across real quick. If you've been playing games ever since you're a kid, and you're a modern day gamer. If you have a PS, let's say if you've had a PS3, PS Vita, a PS4, or even a PS5, you've gotten some trophy. I talked about Anno. I was really enjoying Anno. I had walked in the street and I had got a silver trophy just by walking in the fucking street. You can't say that you don't need a trophy. You don't need to say that. You can't say, you don't need to say that. And the reason why you don't need to say that is because if you played any of the PlayStation consoles or handhelds between PS3 to PS5, you've gotten a trophy from one of a game. Whether it's third party, it's an indie title, it's a mainstream title, it's a first party exclusive title, you've gotten a trophy. A trophy is not there to validate you as a gamer. It's there to basically let people know how far you are in a game, what you have achieved in that game. It's not gonna say, hey, this person, like, I got a lot of games I have a platinum, but I have a lot of games that I did platinum, because why not? When I got so far to Horizon, I was like, why not go for the platinum? I already got this, and this. Let me go spend maybe 2-3 more hours getting this. Yesterday, as you guys know, I platinumed Days Gone years ago. What did I do yesterday? I spent over 2 hours looking for one piece of technology in order to get a fucking taser. That's what gamers do. There's no definition I went over called real gamer versus fake gamer. I covered casual gamer, gamer, and hardcore gamer. I never talked about real gamer. I do got a super chat, and then you can address him. Viper's Reach, that's my boy right there, man. That motherfucker be supporting the shit out of this stream. Viper's Reach Corner, you say, I've gamed all my life. I went through getting bullied to play games. I was so pissed when she said that. Gaming is a way of life for me. Exactly. If you know you're in an age group with me and True Witty. True Witty. Hello?
Sorry, I had my cousin asking me questions.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know. There's supposed to be a button on a live stream where I could go over the live shit. I don't know. I still up here seeing fucking 13 viewers. I knew something was weird with the live stream. I was like, what? 13 viewers? We got 50 motherfuckers in here. What I was gonna say is you know, people in me and your age group, everybody had played video games. I do believe. Because we listened to so many different people that we didn't know growing up, thanks to the internet, of their history, where they started, what games they were playing. And you know, just cross-referencing that with your favorite YouTuber, your new online friend or your online gamer friend, we learned that we did start around the same time, and majority of us were gaming. And even if it was a private thing, or even if it was frowned upon, or even if it was you were a geek or you were a nerd gaming, it does seem when we cross-reference people's history, a lot of people were playing video games in the 90s, in the 80s, you know? But it wasn't until... Huh?
No, I was just saying that I was just streaming yesterday, and I got a trophy just for killing. I didn't even know what I did. I just when I checked it out, it was just because I killed so many people. Like you just all you have to do is play a game, and that's all you gotta do, and you get a trophy.
I mean, we didn't have trophies back then. Let's be honest, but
no, we didn't have trophies back then.
We did have achievements in the game that we completed. Like, let's say I discovered a certain amount of castles in Mario, meaning I was able to successfully get through a certain level of the levels on Mario to get through multiple castles. Meaning that when you talk to your friend in school, they're like, "Hey, where are you at?" Well, I'm on 3-2. That's where I'm at. They're like, "Oh shit, you got that far?" It's like it's letting people know how far you've gotten. Now you have a digital achievement, so to speak, or a trophy to let people know you've done this, you've done that.
The thing is, back in the day, that gave you knowledge, though. That's the thing that you didn't understand. That was the difference back then, because back then you had knowledge. You knew where you were because you have already gotten there. If you didn't know where you were, you can't tell people that this is where I've gone, because you don't know what's there. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what's there. Like like you wouldn't have known that you had to do this, and this to get the mogul systems back on 5 past 10. Like you had to do all this crap. Then you have to use to get into a certain area to even figure out how to get the mogul.
We got the light skinned Batman in the chat. Light skinned Batman, my boy Yellow. He said, and he said this so many times. I don't know why it slipped my mind. This is copyrighted by my boy Yellow. He says trophies are a report card of a gamer. They are very important. That's probably one of the best quotes he ever came up with. And I know 80% of the quotes are Batman related, but that's one of the best quotes he ever came up with. Yep. Trophies are a report card. Achievements are a report card. Achievements on PC are a report card. It lets gamers know for that specific game how far you've gotten, where you're at, how good you are in the game, or if you even care about the game. I play games a lot. I play a lot of games. Some I don't give a fuck about. Like some games I'll play and I gotta say, hey, this ain't for me, man. But I might have got some stupid ass trophy for just like creating a character or some dumb shit. But I'm not gonna get any more because I decided that's not for me, or I can't play it at this time, or I want to go play another game. You know, it's a report card. It lets people know where you're at, how far you got. Did you give a fuck about it? Because some people they love a game so much they do get the platinum. I can't tell you if I heard a single gamer talk about how much they love a game and don't go back and get the platinum. You know, BG is about to get the platinum for God of War. He hates going after the Ravens, the collective Ravens, but he's in the process of doing it so he can have that on his report card.
I don't get platinums, but I got a platinum for Saints Row back in the day, and I recently got a platinum for freaking Dragon Ball Z. Like, platinums.
Bro, if they would have had trophies for Saints Row 2, I would have got that. I would have got that.
Right? Because
I got the third installment. When they came out with Saints Row the Third on PS3, I loved Saints Row 2. That I got Saints Row the Third day one, and I platinumed it. You know, and it was that powerful to me. It's something a game I really love, and when you really love a game, and the way I play, as you know, I got a checklist before we get to the checklist. There's shit that I do. Like if I'm in this area, I'm gonna run through the whole area. You got houses in an RPG? Oh, I'm gonna run through all them houses. I'm gonna go through every fucking corner. I'm gonna select every bookshelf, every treasure chest. I'm going after every pot, every bush. You know, I'm turning everything. You know, because I don't want to miss shit.
I be doing the same thing.
You know, that's why I had a problem yesterday getting for Eternity. If you saw me playing Days Gone, I spent like 2 hours looking for one piece of technology.
I saw you.
Because guess what? I had got 17 out of 18, and I wasn't conscious when I was doing it. The reason why I got to that number, and I didn't even remember I got to that number, is because whenever I went to a new area, I scoured the area. So I'm going through back tracking my steps, and I'm like, wow, man. Okay, I got this one. This didn't look familiar. I got it. Then I was like, oh, okay, this was an area I visited. I got this. It was in the most craziest spot that I never went to. Was very
the tasers for Gabe Logan, isn't it?
Yes, and I was able to get a reply from Sony Ben today talking about Gabe Logan will be proud. They commented on one of my videos I posted. So that was special. I was playing Siphon Filter yesterday on the PS3, and the fact that the game is gonna have the trophies. It will have a platinum.
Oh man. Yeah.
Exactly. It's gonna be awesome. It seems it will be updated with resolution and frame rates. I can't specify because they didn't give any info. But there are so many different types of gamers. But in today's society, whether you think you're a real gamer or a fake gamer, a casual gamer, hardcore gamer, once you turn on that game, the chances of you achieving something that's trophy related or achievement related is probably 100%. So whether you even love the game yet or not, you're going to get something on a report card for that specific game. So you can't say the trophies and achievements don't matter, because you're going to get one whether you like them or not. You know, that's
I 100% agree, Augusta.
What did Augusta say?
Ben Studios need to remake Siphon Filter.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. That I don't think that it should be a port or a PlayStation 1 classic. I believe that it's such a...
Here's the thing. I have a feeling that's why they're doing this, at testing the waters. Because if they see a lot of people playing this and getting trophies and stuff, they're gonna be like, okay, people are still interested in this. We can do something with this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think this is all about. That's why they're putting trophies in there.
We've talked about this before, what support means and how we can get developers to do what we want. And you might not need to buy the game if you as you guys know, if you bought the game on PS3 or PSP, that it's still in the history books, and they're gonna allow you to just download it for free because you already own it. Also, if you have PlayStation Plus, you'll be able to play that at no additional cost as well. So the only other way to show support for a game that you either already currently own and gonna get for free, or you're gonna get it for free through the subscription, is for you to play it, for you to post gameplay, for you to post screenshots, for you to have live streams if you have any content creating sites that you're a part of.
Well, the only Siphon Filter that was multiplayer was the one on PS2, I think, wasn't it? The PS1 wasn't multiplayer.
Yeah, no. The PS, not that I know of. I had experience with the first one, not 2 or 3, but I had experience with the first one, and I don't remember any of them having multiplayer. But the thing is, the PSP. What was so weird about it? Logan Shadow on the PSP, they did such a good job with it. You thought that they were going to bring it back. It was very well received. It has sold a very good amount of copies. It was a very good looking game, and it played very good. They even ported it to the PS2, which was funny, because there was already a PS2 Siphon Filter early on. Then when the PSP came out, they had Logan Shadow, and then they ported that back to the PS2. So it's like, what's funny is the amount of Siphon Filter games that are available is to us potentially in the future will be a lot. So I think they're going to be looking at one and seeing if, do you give a fuck about this one? Okay, we put this one out. Do you care about this one? Okay, we put it out. Don't let your words be like, I need to cough and then I'm gonna give you a speech. Excuse me. I don't want PlayStation gamers to act like PC gamers. Sorry. Wrong. I said the wrong thing. I don't want PlayStation gamers to act like PC port begging trolls. There we go. In my personal research of PC port begging trolls, they would beg for specific games that were on another platform, mainly PlayStation 4. They eventually did get their wish granted over the last 2 years. But a lot of the individuals that had spent years begging for specific games to be ported to the PC, they were nowhere to be found when the game actually did go to their platform. So they wished upon a star and they got what they wanted. But they didn't want it anymore. Or they never wanted it in the first place. Don't be like that. You need to understand that compared to making just a normal game for a PS5 or a normal game for a PS4, and today's game development scene in the industry, it's harder to bring an older game back because we're gonna want you to we're gonna want them to change it. They bring an old game back, we're gonna want trophies. They bring an old game back, we're gonna want haptic feedback. They bring an old game back, we're gonna want higher resolution. We're gonna want higher frame rate. We're gonna want this. We're gonna want that. We're gonna want this. And it's like, if you're not
you want it modernized.
Exactly, but if you're not actually gonna play these games, don't waste these developers' time begging for a game that you don't give a fuck about. That shit costs money to bring back. You know. Yes, in some cases Sony has the rights to them, and it's gonna be little to no cost to bring some of these back because they already have the files and shit. But when you ask them to do certain things to the game rather than just giving the digital code, then or remaster. I say a remaster level, or remaster level. You know, like those cheap remasters,
even remasters cost.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the level of effort. Remember Prototype? They ported that, right? They claimed it was a remaster. They ported it, but it was nothing but a port. It was nothing really changed to give it the remaster status. But do you remember Prince of Persia? They were about to bring that back. They called it a remake, right? But then when we looked at it, it looked nothing. It looked like a remaster. So
it was a remaster,
exactly. Mm-hmm. So when they're bringing these games back, at the most they're gonna be hitting remaster level status, not remake status. Remake status is Demon's Souls. That's the pinnacle of remakes. Anybody else could talk about a remake. That's cool. I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking shit on you. But nothing scratches the itch, the true definition of a remake like Demon's Souls and Resident Evil and Shadow of Colossus, also by Bluepoint. And there's some other ones that I can't think of, but you know, high-profile remakes like Resident Evil, the Resident Evil series, and Demon's Souls and Shadow of Colossus. It just doesn't, you know, if your shit don't look that good, then it's not a remake. It's a remaster. So even if you're gonna be, let's say, remastering on a lower degree PS1, PS2 titles, that's still a lot of work. Especially if we're asking for that work from a developer that we know, and this is where it gets really fucked up. We know these niggas working on new games. Because we talk about it all the time. We're always talking about, oh, this developer is hiring for this. This developer is hiring for this, blah, 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 blah. If you know they're already working, don't ask too much of these motherfuckers. I'm happy about backwards compatibility. I want to play some of my favorite games. And the fact that we're going to have a chance to play our favorite games and have trophies is awesome. But we can't get carried away. That's all I'm saying. Keep your expectations low and you won't be disappointed. I think we're gonna be impressed with the level of games we get from Sony from back in the day. But we you know, if we really wanted a game and we're gonna go on the internet and, you know, we're gonna ask for it, we gotta be true to what we're saying to these developers, that we actually are gonna play the game when it comes out. We actually are gonna buy the game when it comes back. You know, like if I know you seeing multiverses pop up in a rotation, but I know that if PlayStation All Stars comes out now with the level of Smash Brothers ripoffs that we got, or Smash Brothers clones that we've gotten, I know that if PlayStation All Stars came back, not only me, but many other modern day PlayStation gamers will be supporting that game, because I see how much people had fun with multiverses this weekend, and I know that the fighting scene is just on a whole nother level today. So I don't ask for that game for my health. I know that the PlayStation community would love a game like that to play as their favorite PlayStation character and beat the shit out of somebody else's favorite PlayStation character. And that's really what all those games are all about. But CD Projekt,
sorry, my bad. CD Projekt basically said that they just said that The Witcher 3 next gen version is coming out in Q4 2022, which more likely means it's gonna get delayed.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's Friday we got that news. I think it was Friday, but I didn't go live on Friday. I looked at it, and we're gonna cover this just real quick. It's not in our topics, but I did look at it, and I had the same thought as you. I was like, that's gonna slip away into next year. There's no way you bring that out just again. Call of Duty, right? Like, come on.
Yep.
You know, they got the little King Kong and Godzilla promotion going on right now. Like, come on. It's Call of Duty, bro. Like, you're not bringing shit out this holiday. Anybody that said they're bringing shit out this holiday, shut up. Stop it. I do wonder if
that has anything to do with also the reason why they pushed what you call it, freaking the Bethesda's game back, because it was supposed to come out in November.
I've been said that. I told you that, and that's how you lost the bet.
I know. I should have honestly. I should have known, because here's the thing: the developer that left, he also said that the game looks runs like shit. So
what I wanted you to see, but you never did see. You didn't understand it, and I think if you would have just listened to me, you wouldn't have lost the bet. So listen to this. In the eyes of gamers, right, or the court of public opinion, which the court of public opinion in modern days times is very strong. I know this more than anybody with the attacks against me, personal attacks, all types of attacks. People just talking shit about me, but I got thick skin. I ain't going nowhere, because my love of gaming is why I'm here. Like, nobody can say shit about me to me that's gonna make me stop enjoying video games. And I think that's what a lot of people never understood. That's why I stuck around for so long. I love educating people about video games. I love talking to other people about video games. But what I wanted you to understand, in a court of public opinion, what game are you gonna buy? A new game that you don't know anything about, or an old game that has stood the test of time and is one of the biggest games in the gaming industry today? Call of Duty, fan favorite, versus new IP from a developer that people do know does not always land mega hits. And we're talking about Bethesda. When I mean mega hits, I am specifically talking about games that are good and do not have any glitches or bugs. And in the age where gamers are tired of glitches and bugs and will speak out against a developer and expose the game with video proof of glitches and bugs, I think that Call of Duty would win in a holiday fight between Starfield.
That's obvious. That one.
We're also talking about multiplayer versus single player. So, I mean, I know that y'all didn't see it, and I don't know what it was with Microsoft. Microsoft and Bethesda should have just been smart enough to just you know, like understand it was gonna happen. But we had talked about this for now 2 years. They're not seeing 2 months. They're not seeing. I don't think they're seeing like 7 months ahead. In some cases they don't see 6 months ahead. But as gamers, as consumers, we know what's coming. And if we don't, we don't. But we keep track of the games we put money down on or the games we're excited about. Call of Duty is always going to come out, and we know where it's going to land. For them to not have the foresight to understand that they were going to have to go up in Call of Duty, they should have never picked that date to begin with.
But the thing is, I know why they picked that date, though. We all know why they picked that date.
Yes, they picked the date because it's synonymous with one of their most popular IPs, but come on. Mm-hmm. If ultimately you were going to look like a pussy and leave the area because someone else was bigger than you, why? Why put yourself through that shit? Now, they didn't come out and say, our game is too close to Call of Duty. They made another excuse.
Oh, yes. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. But Todd Howard in 2018 already said that their game was playable. So if their game was playable in 2018, and he says that the only reason it's not coming up on last gen is because the technology isn't there, which means the consoles wasn't ready, right? So the consoles weren't coming out. It was playable in 2018, which basically what he's talking about is PC. So it was a playable on PC, but it wasn't ready to come out on console, so it's not being pushed yet. If it was ready to play back then, why is it being delayed now?
Fuck.
You see where it makes sense now? It makes sense now. I have a feeling, and Sig said something as well what made me think maybe Microsoft is pushing it back for another reason as well, because Game Pass subscriptions for the $1 deal runs out next year at the start of next year. All those $1 deals that they stack for like years, they run out next year. So all those people have to resubscribe for full price. So when they all those stacking that they did, they gave them practically nothing for 2 years, and that runs out on the third year. Remember, they stacked for 3 years.
And it runs out next year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
mean,
are we looking at a situation where Xbox fans are the reason why all their games got delayed? Because they tried to cheat Microsoft out of money?
Pretty much.
Weird. Both the fan base and the company is just fucking weird. You put yourself in that same situation. No. It's not funny. It's really sad, man. Microsoft put themselves in this situation because they wanted Sony to look anti-consumer. So they pretended to be the good guys, and they tried their hardest. They paid a lot of money to influencers, journalists, insiders, gamers, fanboys, haters. They paid all this money. Yes, I know you guys did it. That's how America runs. You want somebody to do something for you, you fucking pay them. Why the fuck do you think they got OnlyFans out this bitch? Don't be naive. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, don't be naive. We know money or gifts exchanged hands in order for vocal support for Game Pass. In order to make that service make PlayStation look like they were doing something wrong. Because as you know, the court of public opinion is way more powerful than the normal courts. Because the court of public opinion can stay with your dumb ass for the rest of your fucking life. The ruling of a normal court, case closed. You either pay this person money or you go to fucking jail. It's real simple. But a court of public opinion will follow you no matter what other people say. No matter if the normal court, the real court, has cleared you of any wrongdoing, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
The court of public opinion will always follow you. And Microsoft knew that. That's why they spent the last 3 years making it seem like Sony was not pro-consumer, and whoop-de-fucking-do. Sony flipped the switch. Because they were always going to be here. Sony was never in danger.
No, and they were never going anywhere. And
Microsoft knew that. That's why Microsoft had to change everybody's perception of reality. The reality was Sony wasn't going to go nowhere and Sony was winning. So they had to change that. Because that's all they could do. They couldn't beat Sony. So they had to change what Sony was doing was bad. They're making you buy games. That's bad. Oh my God. They don't have a subscription service for day one games. That's bad.
That's where influencers came in.
So it's like they tried their hardest to entice people with either gifts or money or free Xboxes or free access to information. However they needed to get you on board to talk positively about Xbox or Game Pass. They did it over the last 3 years. And we are circling around to the major news of the Sunday show, which is the FTC ruling. And I want to read off the first paragraph because it was so powerful.
New exciting IP bring to
True Woody, you got some background noise.
Let me be there. Hold on. They always talk. London Studios is hired.
What are they hiring for? Do we have a specific title?
I'm
gonna let y'all know we're not always gonna cover news on this channel about who has job listings. Like we will just like report that somebody is doing job listings. If we don't know the specifics, it's kind of pointless to make a video or a live stream around just the info that somebody has started hiring. It's just like we don't.
Yeah, it's for live service games.
Yeah, that's not specific.
It's for it's.
We'll be here all day if we
senior development support, lead character artist, associate art manager.
None of that matters. Yeah.
Senior gameplay animator.
Yeah.
Shit.
If we don't have a name, we just be talking about what ifs all live streaming. I'm tired of doing that. It's a little boring. When we get the information, we have a lot to talk about. You guys know how that shit is. We had a Monday live stream, which we don't normally do on this channel anymore. And that was because we had real concrete information. We had a list of games. We didn't make a stream guessing what games were going to be there. We knew because we got it from the horse's mouth. And I hope that more people that have YouTube channels, whether you're doing videos or live streams, if you're on a more professional side and you have a high profile podcast show that you're doing, just like, come on, man. You owe it to the viewers, you owe it to the fans, you owe it to the gamers to try your hardest to have tangible news, have tangible evidence and info, not some bullshit like, oh my God, this guy's hiring. Oh shit, he's hiring. Like what? What is he hiring for? What game is it? And when I start to ask people those questions, they can't answer them. So at that point in time, it's awesome that your favorite studio is hiring. But we won't know about what the project is until after it's halfway through. And then we can actually start to talk about, oh my God, this is what they were doing. Right now, we don't know. Sony been, however. Sony been there hiring, but we know that Days Gone has been out for a while. And they also have already transferred it to PC. But if they did just start their project, it is still in the early phases that, as of right now, we have no idea. The only thing that Sony Ben is attached to right now is Siphon Filter PlayStation 1 on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 digital stores. Other than that, we don't know anything that they're working on. Let me read this off, True Woody, and we'll cover all small, minute news a little bit later. But let me read this off, and this is from the FTC Commission, and it reads as follows. This is the very first paragraph, and it's very powerful. So please listen to the sound of my fucked up voice. Let me drink some more water. There we go. In 2019, the Federal Trade Commission issued a friendly, easy-to-understand digital booklet called Disclosures 101 for social media influencers. Designed to help streamers and influencers understand when and how to disclose their promotional relationships with companies, now it looks like the FTC is preparing to draw a harder line against stealth advertising, and that's in quotations, and endorsements disclosure, as it has voted to consider updating its guidelines against, and this is also in quotations, fake and manipulative reviews. Now, this seems to be aiming at one specific fan base. I want to talk to you guys about people like this. We know about this, right? I've been offered. Sorry, I talked to you guys a while ago. I've been offered a couple of, I would say about 5 times now through emails. A company that has maybe a game controller cover or something like that. In one of the cases, I think I had already purchased that same game controller cover, so it was like, I told the person, it was like, yeah, I mean, that's nice, but you want me to buy it with my own money, and then you pay me off of commissions of who is hearing the sound of my voice talk about fucking game covers, which is something I don't really specify in. And I would talk to you guys about game covers at the beginning of a video, which I had already transitioned out of doing, or I would do it in the beginning of the live stream, and then based off of who clicks the link, you would get money off of it. And I mean, that's one of the things that they're talking about with this new FTC or the old one. But the main thing that's really being pinpointed here is people that do something a little bit more treacherous. The insiders, journalists, and influencers on the side of Xbox that have been secretly and blatantly, because they've been really, really cocky as of late, promoting Game Pass like at all cost, promoting Xbox at all costs, promoting Xbox Series S and X at all costs. The level of carelessness that they've shown the gaming community when it comes to them hyping up Xbox, I've never seen. In all my years playing video games, in all my years being a content creator on YouTube, in all my years of being engaged in the console war, I've never seen the cockiness a lot of these influencers, journalists, and insiders have when it comes to promoting Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S. I've never seen it on this level. It's almost like they didn't know the FTC ruling of 2019 was there. Now, they went crazy in 2020, 2021, and now let's just say 2 years. 2020 and 2021. Maybe they felt that they could go crazy because we were in a pandemic and they didn't think that a lot of these offices were operating, or they didn't think people were looking at their activities. And since they already had the ruling of 2019, they thought that they could get away with a lot of this stuff in the 2 years following 2019 ruling, which I agree, it probably was going to happen. Like, they were going to probably be able to get away with the shit that they were doing, promoting Xbox, knowing that they're getting paid to do so. And that's what it's really all about. It's not just promoting Xbox. You think motherfuckers want to talk about a shitty ass system that nobody likes for free? No one's doing it for free. Like my whole point of getting on YouTube is the fact that we had so many liars during the Xbox 360 that were just blatantly shitting on the PS3, one of the best gaming consoles ever created. Completely dog stomped whatever they was trying to achieve with the 360 to the point that that system out the box would be a failure. And you would have to return it back to the fucking company and wait for a reimbursement or wait for a refurbished version. We're talking about a PS3 that had Blu-ray technology that we all use today. We're talking about a PS3 that had Wi-Fi technology that the 360 didn't have. We're talking about a PS3 that had an internal hard drive that you could change out for a third-party hard drive that the 360 didn't have. Don't get me started. Dynamic themes, 6-person video chat. Don't get me started. Remote play. Don't get me started. A working internet browser. Don't get me started. Being able to make your own playlist of music, videos, and pictures. The PS3 was the king of that generation. It was the most dominant gaming console of that gen. The most futuristic console of that generation. The shit they did with that console, they're still fucking doing now. So I don't want to hear that bullshit about, 360. Why? Why was it better? Explain. Because your friends had it? From being in that generation to now being out of that generation, 2 generations removed from that, knowing all the history of that gen because I lived it, knowing the history from the PS4, knowing the history that we have now, whether we're talking about the gaming history, we're talking about console war history, we're talking about the gaming industry history, whatever. I have that knowledge in my head. It's not one angle outside of the start. It was just like nothing. I want to tell you I saw something Friday. I finished my work. Nice hard day of work. Went to the gym, started working out. When I started working out, the Golden State Mavericks game was on. And this was Friday. I think you guys understand where I'm about to go with this. On Friday, Golden State was trailing by 19 points in the first half. I believe that the Mavericks fans thought that Golden State was going to lose. I believe some Golden State fans thought they were going to lose. I believe the commentators definitely thought the Golden State was going to lose. They're down by 19 points. And the Mavericks were landing a lot of 3 points. And they're like, hey, bro, whatever the Mavericks do during the second half, they can build on that lead. It didn't happen that way. Little bit by little bit, Golden State started to chip away at their 19-point lead until they ended the game with a 9-point lead. That's what happened with the PS3. The PS3 might have been down by fucking 19 points with the first 2 years. But month by month, year by year, PS3 got its crown back. And no one wants to talk about that. Don't talk about what the first fucking quarter. Talk about the whole game. The whole generation. The majority of the generation, PS3 was dominant. Better graphics. Better games. When they started to flow. Better technology. There was no fucking... what do we have now? The metaverse shit? There was no metaverse except for PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home was the very first metaverse, and the only console powerful enough to run that shit was the PS3. You had the Me Network. You had the avatars that Xbox created, but they could never create a world like PlayStation Home. That was the power of Sony. So, when we look at the marketing, when we look at influencers, I don't really remember a lot of them. It was a lot of fanboy nature in that generation, and it was a traditional console war. You know, it might have been nasty. It was very nasty. But I respect being in that console war than the bullshit we dealt with in the Xbox One towards the end of the Xbox One generation, or the 2 years we just dealt with the bullshit of marketing and fanboyism when it comes to talking about Game Pass and trying to sabotage Sony and have Sony follow in the footsteps of Xbox. That bullshit from Xbox, not honorable. I respect Xbox and their fanboys more so in the 360 generation than any other generation I've experienced with Xbox. More honorable. Yeah. I just talked about how fucked up everything was and how people kept saying that PS3 was shit and blah, 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 and how better it was. Just literally, you go down the fucking list of shit that the PS3 was doing that Xbox couldn't do. It's just crazy. Also,
at least they fought.
Not to forget one thing. We had a camera. Remember, I said we had 6-person video chat. We had a camera, and not only did that camera have motion controls before Kinect was even invented, we had the PlayStation Move controller, which turned that camera that already had motion controls into a more accurate motion control device, which overlapped whatever Nintendo was doing with the Wii, to the point that Nintendo never even tried to do something like the Wii ever again. That's how advanced the PlayStation Move was when it came to accurate motion controls. So, PlayStation was firing on all cylinders. They were responding to any and everything that anybody else was doing that the media said they weren't doing, and they just dominated. And when they came back, it was undeniable that they were the king. Undeniable. They didn't need me. They don't need me now. They didn't need me then. But I thought, as a very honest motherfucker, I thought it was sickening that people were ignoring the great features of the PS3. And I got my ass on YouTube after college. I continued to do YouTube while I was working. From a full-time job to a part-time job, back to a full-time job, moving from here to my apartment to a house and that. Like, I was just doing it because I was like, if I'm not doing it, I don't see anyone else. I literally did not see anybody brave enough to say PS3 is that fucking system. So that's how I got started. Sony never paid me. I did the right thing. I helped gamers find a console that had some of the games that they really wanted to play, but they were missing out on. Because somebody else was in their ears telling them how bad the system was. I was like, bro, you claim you grew up with PlayStation and you like these type of games. You're not getting those games on 360. They're right here, though. The fact that I even had to do that, I mean, thinking back on it, it's fucking stupid. You must not have been a real PlayStation fan if you ran away that easily and claimed that you liked certain games that were already available, but you didn't want to go back to PlayStation. Then people came back to PlayStation and PS4, and all was forgiven, I guess. But Sony never needed anybody to like hype their like pay. They didn't need to pay. The gamers did it by enjoying the games, enjoying the technology, appreciating the technology and the craftsmanship of the studios that they had on hand at that time. Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Sony Santa Monica, Sucker Punch. The fact that Microsoft, over the last 2 years of the pandemic, had to pay people or bribe them or try to give them gifts or Xbox Game Pass lifetime memberships or give them consoles or some shit like that for them to continue to give them support, vocal support, is sad. It's sad and sickening. So we go to True Witty's best friend from high school called Eastwood to see what's going down on the going down. Because we know True Witty went to high school with him about 80 years ago. So these are the...
Oh, damn, he's old.
I mean, hey, you're pretty fucking old, bro. It is what it is.
Wait, True Witty's immortal?
No, he's not immortal. He just eats a lot of L's and they keep him healthy. It's like spinach. Yeah, L's are like spinach son. So like
It gives them
Popeye
life.
the L man.
Papa the sailor, man.
He's Popeye the L man. Um,
Oh
we're
man.
gonna go around YouTube real quick. We are gonna start with True Witty's best friend called Eastwood, and the reason why we're gonna do this is because once we go to call, we're gonna go to the others. We're gonna see if they're still doing what they're doing. The thing is, more likely than not, when the FTC new ruling is finalized and the hammer starts to come down on these influencers and fake insiders and journalists that are doing what they're doing, that is not right. I've said it for a long time that I know what they were doing, but I can't do shit. At the end of the day, I am just a gamer on YouTube. When you're looking at me or when you're hearing me, that's just what I am. That's what I am right here on YouTube. I just want to go out of my way to help you guys. I want to help you guys understand the truth. I want to help you guys understand the information and the history of gaming because it's important. History will always repeat itself, and that's why I look at these different patterns because patterns will always repeat themselves. So when you got people like Carl Eastwood is obviously being paid by Microsoft, we have new pictures of him spread all around Twitter of him hugging Aaron Greenberg or taking pictures with Phil Spencer. More so than any of the other Xbox fans that went to these fan fests. It's more like he's not at the fan fest. These pictures are taken in offices and inside buildings that do not resemble any of the fan fest locations. Meaning he has a different level of connection with Microsoft and Xbox. And seeing as he and some of the other people close to him were the individuals that received free Xbox Series X units at the launch, it's really interesting. Really interesting. So, he has not been very active this week. He posted one video 5 days ago, and it says Xbox Studios 1 month. What does that say? Xbox Studio 1 month done. Is that thing? 1 month thing. What is that? What does that mean? Xbox Studios 1 month thing.
I don't know.
Is that what it is? Is that what it says? I'm trying to figure out if that's what it says because the count was kind of like.
All I know is Cody. All I know is.
Oh, it says one more thing. Oh, it says what?
Oh,
Why was I saying month? I don't know why I was saying one more thing. The title, it says Xbox saving 2022 games with one more thing reveal at Xbox Game Showcase, Xbox Newscast 53. Okay, so I mean, we know he doesn't know shit.
How much you guys want to bet?
What you say? How much you want to bet? What?
No. How much you want to bet with my? Okay, at some point.
Oh, your mic
Like
fucking
maybe,
up. Like True Witty, where you at?
On some kind of like on my way home.
Oh, okay. We might see him on there, but if he's on there, he has to come out fully and confirm to everybody he works for Microsoft. I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to be in the offices to work for Microsoft. If they're giving you money to do something, you work for that person. Whether it's under the table or it's official. I mean, that's what it is. Somebody pays you and you do a job. You work for them.
Right.
You know? But what the FTC is saying is you're supposed to confirm to your viewer base that someone paid you for the marketing that you're doing. What's going on over the last 2 years of the pandemic is people were doing things and they were compensated by Xbox or Microsoft to say something or do something in favor of Xbox But those individuals didn't disclose that they were paid or being rewarded or being compensated for whatever they're doing in favor of Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. And that's what the FTC wants to crack down on. These individuals that are obviously working for these companies, they need to disclose that they're working for the companies. What they're basically saying, these individuals, they're like, oh, I'm unbiased. I love all consoles, but Xbox is best. Yeah, I mean, I've always played all the consoles, but Game Pass is just the best deal in gaming. I bet y'all heard that shit before, right? Yeah. It's bullshit. All the FTC wants these idiots to fucking do is come out publicly and say, this person paid me to say this shit. This person paid me to do this shit. This person paid me to put an Xbox symbol behind my fucking head in a YouTube video. That's all they want. Honesty. The thing this channel is built on. The thing the group is built on. The thing people laugh at me about. They're like, oh, bro, JayTech, that's old-fashioned. You gotta spice it up, bro. You got a lot of these people. Nah, bro. Nah. One thing about a liar.
Mind games will never be old.
Yeah. One thing about liars, one thing about deceivers, they will always get found out. And when they do, it's gonna hurt. Hurt their credibility, hurt their trust between their fans and their supporters. I'm an open book. I don't know no other way to be. No other way to be. And this is when the cameras is rolling and when the cameras are not. That's just how I was taught. People like Carl Eastwood, they're going to get what they get. You make that good money. I mean, it's dirty. Yeah, we're not talking about your day job. We're not talking about the money that you get, you know, from wherever you're working. Let's say you're working at a restaurant or you're working somewhere. Like, no. We're talking about the money that somebody's paying you to say something or do something in their best interest. That's not right. As you know, when it goes on in real politics, they have to disclose that somebody funded that. It's just, I mean, it's normal. I don't know. I just think that they thought the FTC wasn't paying attention since the ruling was 2019, and they've been operating this type of way in 2020 and 2021. But now they had a rude wake-up call. Let's continue with this. While we're going around, we're going to go look at somebody else. Kiss Move fell out of it a while ago, so I'm not even going to go to him. Like, Kiss Move woke up maybe a couple years ago, but he's just been doing it on a fanboy level. But has he gotten free codes from Xbox for exclusive games to review or from third-party developers? Yes, he has. I mean, that is a part of YouTube. You know, you will receive them and you can do it, or you can say, hey, bro, pass me by. You know, I've gotten probably a good handful of indie developers, you know, codes. There's one that I did cover. I really did like the game, and I posted gameplay and everything. But, you know, it's not something I'm comfortable. Like, if you're going to give me a code and you just want me to enjoy this free code because you appreciate me and my channel, fuck. I'm good, bro. I'll definitely do it. But if you're like, there's some strings attached, like, oh, I'm going to give you this code, but you got to write a pretty good review. A glowing review. Like, I can't do that. Can't do that. Dealer is almost on the same level as Cult. Cult's last video was, or last live stream was 5 days ago. And then Dealer's last live stream was 4 days ago. His is a little different. It says David Jaffe 2022 Xbox Series X Games God of War. Yeah. Still using the same algorithm. I don't know if the FTC is going to crack down on that type of stuff going on with YouTube. We will see. I highly doubt that they will. We were looking at this the other day, True Woody. Remember the Marvel game? and it was like cell shaded, and we thought it looked really cool until it was like we found out it was card based. I hate when they do this shit. So it looked like David Jaffe had joined the RDX to talk to them.
It's like, I don't know, you don't see that? Like, that, to me, all the third-party games, it's cool, but most of them are pretty old. Like, played them before, and Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, was the most recent one. Everything else, I'm kind of like, whatever, I played those. But the first-party games, it's like, take the fucking hint. Put your first-party games in there. That's the most impressive thing I saw in there. Not to mention, they went back on the back-and-patch shit, where some of the games, if you own them digitally, you don't need to play them back-and-patch games through the service. Basically, they're going to put some of them on the store, they're going to put some of them out there. It's like, holy shit, you actually listened. Like, that's actually a pretty good, that's like, this is not even just, like, this is 4 steps in the right direction. The next thing is like putting your games on there day and date, like Xbox stuff.
Okay, see that right there, Zarker. Big shout out to your little pussy ass. That nigga blocked me. I didn't even know who he was. I know why he blocked me. I know why a lot of Xbox fans block me. It's not really hard. They don't want a back and forth with me that only lasts for like 2 replies before I just completely destroy them. They don't want that. They like long, drawn out, drama filled back and forth videos. I don't do those. Zarker said that PlayStation is going in the right direction because the games that you own back in the day, you'll be able to play them on PS4 and PS5 at no additional cost if you don't have Plus. He also praises PlayStation Plus Premium for adding so many first-party titles. He says that they're doing good. He tries to take a crack at PlayStation for having third-party games that he already played, but that's his fault. And that's because Xbox only had third-party games over the last 8 or so years for Xbox fans. So the majority of the games Xbox fans play on average are third-party titles, not exclusives. So when they come over to PlayStation, like his dumbass about to do, and he's looking at the subscription service, he's like, oh, well, it's not good because all those third-party games I've already played. That's not their fault. If your focus has only been third-party over the last 8 years and you've played all the games that they have to offer, that's your fault. There's a shitload of third-party games that I did not pick up, and that's extra value for me. First-party, I already own all that shit. That's the moneymaker. That's the reason why you buy these consoles. The first party. But again, he just fucking, I don't know, he kicked himself in the ass with that quote right there, because if all you played was third party and you played every third party game that PlayStation Plus is going to have to offer, that means your system had no games to offer you to take your attention away from the huge library of third party games that will always be available on next gen consoles. Really sad that Xbox only had third-party games to offer your dumbass. Because if they had a lot of first parties, you wouldn't have played the third parties. You see? Bullshit. He then goes on to say something I strongly disagree with. He says they're taking 4 steps in the right direction. They might as well go day and date. This is what I don't understand. They believe day and date is good. And the reason why is because they are conditioned not to spend money outside of a subscription on individual games. Let's say your subscription to Game Pass, normal Game Pass, is $9 a month. $10 a month. And then Game Pass Ultimate is $15 a month. The price you're paying for Game Pass is so minute, it shouldn't even hurt your pockets. But you have a problem paying $60 for an individual game that is really good. maybe 3 times out of the month. Or maybe the game's $50. Maybe it's 40. Maybe it's 30. Shit, at the least, and maybe it comes out day one at $30 or $20. How Microsoft, the influencers, the journalists, the insiders, and their brothers in the fanboy race have influenced these idiots not to buy games. It's fucking hilarious. You're paying next to nothing for your subscription service. You're paying next to nothing for your subscription service. Not a damn fucking thing. And you're not willing to pay anywhere between $20 to $70 for an individual game that you know is good. Instead, you get on the internet and you bitch and you moan about a developer not giving their game away for no price to you on a subscription service you have already paid for the month. These guys are fucking horrible. They're a fucking disease to the gaming industry. If these game developers don't make money, how are they going to continue to supply us with great games? How can you do anything if you're not making money? How was I able to pay for the fucking microphone? Before the YouTube check cleared and covered the cost, I paid for this new microphone last year out of my own pocket. But if I wasn't working, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Or the cell phone bill that I just paid. Or the laptop that I had to get up front. Or the PS5. Or the TV. Or the fucking bed that I purchased. I didn't tell y'all about it. The new mattress is fucking very comfortable, by the way. You need money in this country to do anything. It's just normal. From being a little kid in Baltimore, you know, knowing that I'm going to go to the corner store, knowing that I need money to go to the corner store to get these cookies that I used to like, these oatmeal, frosted oatmeal cookies that I used to love. I did chores around the house.
Oh.
I got a fucking allowance.
I smashed the hell out of those, bro.
Yeah, I love those fucking cookies. Bro. And it's like, okay, man, I know I need this money on Sunday to go down to the store to get the cookies I want. What do? Oh, okay, I'm going to do these chores. Oh, I'm going to make sure my grades are good. And I get compensated, right? Like you, at an early age, you know you need money to do the things you want or to get the things you want. Why are these old ass men? A lot of these motherfucker Xbox dudes have gray hairs. They are balding. They have kids. They have a car. They have a fucking house. They have debt. They know the value of living.
Yep. And guess what? All the chores I did was to buy what? A fucking video game. A new game, bro. Every time.
I did that. You know, I started doing that a little bit later when I was when I was getting older. You know, but yeah, I remember that shit. But long story short, bro, these true idiot. Why I gotta always mute this nigga's mic, bro? This nigga fell asleep. Wake your ass up! Wake up!
Stop collecting nails, bro.
Everybody in the chat, get that nigga an L, man. This nigga fell fucking asleep. Long story short, guys. We know that these great games can't come out if we don't pay for them. I want to give you guys a prime example, right? The example is God of War, which will segue into... I need to watch this. I need to watch this because that shit's gonna be funny. Hold on, let me put this in my fucking to watch. I might forget about this shit later. Hold on, guys. I gotta put this shit in my to watch later because that's fun. So I'm still muscling through the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie. I'm muscling through, And the reason why it's taken me so long is because it's taken me so long because there are so many Easter eggs in the movie that I keep pausing it. I've probably counted over 100 Easter eggs, cameos, crossovers, and so on. It is chock filled with memories, and they have crossed the fourth wall multiple fucking times. There are references to entities that Disney does not own. It is the best multiverses thing ever. You thought Multiverse of Madness would have been like awesome, and it was great in its own way, but the true definition is like this fucking little movie, man. And I will be watching it again, you know, because it's just that fucking dope. So many Easter eggs. But yeah. Let's go take a look at God of War. And then we could talk about the value. So let me mute True Woody's mic real quick. I wish I had his fucking phone number so I could call his fucking phone. This nigga fell asleep for real. True Woody, wake your ass up! You up? This nigga fell asleep for real. I'm just gonna mute his mic for right now. If he talks in the chat and he says he's up, let me know. So here we go. We're gonna go take a look at the 8-month-old God of War Ragnarok PlayStation Showcase 2021 reveal. I'm gonna give you guys some predictions while we're watching this. The reason why we're watching it is to see what the value of a game is. Like the God of War 2018, which is the first installment of this new line of God of War, sold 10 million copies. And they're getting some chump change over there for PC because the game is available on PC now. Long story short, they made a ton of money off the game. It wasn't because they added it to the PlayStation Plus lineup for the PS5. It wasn't because they added it to PlayStation Now years after it was already out. They made the money based off of us buying the game. Based off of that, they were able to quickly have a sequel ready towards the launch area of their new gaming console, which is something unheard of for the quality of the game that we got in 2018 and that we're about to get now with the PS5 in 2022. You're not going to get quality like this from Xbox because you guys didn't pay for it. If you didn't pay for it, how can they release high quality shit forever? You're not paying for it. Yes, the $15 a month from individuals adds up. Yes, it does. But come the fuck on, bro. Like True what he said before his dumbass fell asleep. Bro, a lot of these scummy ass Xbox fans got the $1 deals. And a lot of them motherfuckers don't run out until 2023. Which means they were taking advantage of these dollar deals maybe 3 years ago. And Microsoft knew this. So they pushed all the games back until 2023. So when they re-up, they can't use these fucking scams anymore to scam off the company from paying the traditional $15 a month for Game Pass Ultimate or the $10 a month for Game Pass normal Game Pass. They need money to operate. Come on, bro. Like, Xbox fans can't be that fucking naive. It was a business tactic. They went out of their way to make Sony look like the bad guy. They went out of their way to make Sony look like anti-consumer by making us pay for games, which has always been what we do. If I go into McDonald's, I can't expect them to give me a free meal because I don't want to pay for it. I have the money, just like these lazy pieces of shit. They have the money. They just don't want to pay. How fucking scummy is that? They got the money to pay for a game, but they don't want to pay. Now what happens if you take your dumb ass to a gas station and you see them high ass prices? You think your car is still gonna roll down the fucking street if you don't want to pay for gas? No, it's not. It's America, man. Any other country, money rules the world too. If you want something, you have to buy it. You work to get the money so you can buy what you want. That's how it is. It's really simple. It's really, really simple. I don't know if I believe that. I'm gonna check out this new video real quick. I hope I don't get a copyright. SIEE screen test confidential.org. Why does look real? Is this real? Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't think you're supposed to look at that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's pretend we didn't see that. How about that? Yeah, let's just, you didn't like what you saw was just modded from PC or some shit like that. Just pretend you didn't see what you saw. I didn't see it. I didn't see shit. I did see that super chat though. So let's go read that one off. £5 super chat by my boy Frostbite. Must be important. An anonymous source just came out and said Starfield is in development hell. Linked it in the red alert section. Ooh, I'm loving this shit. Wow, man, it's the gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. I mean, I kind of figured that it was in development hell, but wow. Really though.
Dang, bro. Like, bro, what is it, man? Like, is it?
We got two red alerts.
Bro,
We gotta cover Frostbites first because he did.
are they
do a
just
super
incompetent,
chat.
bro, on all levels, bro? Is it incompetent? It's just incompetent management, incompetent developers. Like, what is going on, bro? Like,
I don't know. Let's go to the red alert. Starfield is in development hell. Anonymous source confirmed. We're gonna leave it there. Based off of all the information, we could expect it to be in development hell. Traditionally, you're supposed to show off the teaser to a game. Give us a verbal update. Also, make sure the teaser has a title, a real one. Then maybe a year or so, you'll give us some new information, visual information, which will be in the form of gameplay. And then not too much after you start to show us that first gameplay, the doors of information start to flood open. We start to get shit like release date expectations, pre-orders start to open, more gameplay starts to come out, screenshots start to come out, previews are done by the media. We start to get the embargo information, reviews are displayed by the media, and then obviously finally the game is here in our hands. That's, you know, roughly what it is. The game development cycle. Outside looking in, not inside looking out. Outside looking in for consumers and gamers like myself. I think I missed a step there, but seeing that they showed this concept art, which is something that we don't really get in game development. We don't. It's there, but we don't normally get it. The times that I've seen concept art was in the art books. That's when we see the concept art. The concept art is there, But that's in an inside looking out type of development. That's in their office. They're going to have concept art all the time. But it's not the best thing to release for the gamers. You know, we already know it's in development. We don't need to see a rough sketch of what it looks like. It is not something that's always displayed by developers. The fact that they heavily relied on concept art when it comes to Starfield was very worrying. They showed one snippet of gameplay that did not look that good. The more and more I see that sandwich gameplay, the more and more it doesn't look good. I see stutters. I see things that completely look like a game that's early in development and not very good. Oh goddamn. As ambitious as they are with Starfield, I have to say that I believe that the game has not shown me enough steps to believe that is gonna even come out next year when they say it is. Let's see what we got. You delay the game out of this year, meaning you don't have to worry about it coming out this year. You could just continue to develop it. So that's 1 year, right? Last year you showed it off. You gave us the expectation that it was coming out this year. At the end, not enough time. Obviously, development hell. So you get 1 year of development time, 2022. Then you say the first half of 2023 the game will be out. Let's say you get another half a year. Let's say the game comes out at a very tip of the first half of 2023. So you get roughly a year and a half. If we're getting reports that the game is in development hell, a year and a half is not enough time for it to actually come out. I want people to also remember Crackdown. Look, a game being in development hell does not mean it never comes out. It just means when it does come out, it's not going to meet a lot of people's expectations. Rarely does a game that is labeled, this game is in development hell, comes out and it is one of the best games ever. That rarely happens. Cyberpunk comes to mind. Eventually, they fixed everything, and eventually it was respected for the game that it should have been at launch. But the game did take forever to come out, and when it did come out, it was not in good shape on the gaming platforms that carry the most opinions. And that was that was gaming consoles. So it did not work. In most cases on gaming consoles, it was always glitchy, breaking, crashing, and people were disappointed. But you have to understand, if I can go get this info for you guys, you're going to be fucking, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. When did Cyberpunk 2077 start development?
According to Gfinity Esports, though the game was likely in development a bit before this, so we'd guess 2011 is the likely earliest year development started. That's roughly 9 years of development time for Cyberpunk 2077.
That's development hell. If I have to go buy some boxing gloves and start fighting people, then I'll fight you. But that's development hell. Yes. We can point to Kingdom Hearts 3, which I did not like compared to Part 2. They also stripped all Final Fantasy related characters and added them on as DLC, which I really did not like. Some of the worlds I really did like, and there was probably about 1 or 2 that I felt were unneeded. The story wasn't as simple to understand as I wanted it to. But that game took forever to come out. It doesn't mean it didn't look good. It just means it didn't meet expectations. Wasn't the best game ever. Cyberpunk is not the best game ever. Games in development hell can still come out. They're just not going to meet our expectations. Cyberpunk is not coming out next year. If they have already labeled a game in development hell, it's not coming out next year, and that is why we're going to do a little bit more research on Cyberpunk when it started development. When did Starfield start development? I know I said Cyberpunk.
According to PC Gamer, Starfield has been in development for years. Back in 2018, Todd Howard said that the project had moved out of pre-production and was currently in a playable state internally.
Oh, that's not good. That's not, see right there. And this is oh God. That's not something we want to hear. Oh fuck, bitch. That was published 3 days ago. That is not oh shit. I'm coughing so much because Game Pass sucks ass. Okay. We're going to move on to our next topic because we have another red alert. This one was by... I can't get his name. This was from Thug Gytk. Or Thug GYTK. He's a part of the PlayStation Legion Discord. He posted a Insomniac related red alert. So, before we get to that, let's talk about this. Starfield is in a playable state in 2018. The pandemic is visible to Americans and the early part of 2020. Almost everything comes to a screeching halt. 2021 isn't as good, but it is much better than 2020. Things are still on hold and people are still trying to come to terms of the new working environments, working from home and not going to the office at all. A game that already had some difficulties when it came to development is experiencing even more difficulties. You fast forward to, it was 2020, right? It was a 2020 or 2021 where Microsoft acquired them. And it's like, you have a whole new fucking problem. You know, you were already dealing with some problems when it came to getting the game ready to actually be in a playable state, but then pandemic comes in, Microsoft acquires you. There's a lot going on. And this game is ambitious as fuck. I mean, it's not hard to believe that it's in development hell. This is not like, it is news, but if we look at all the information, it's not hard to believe that it was in development hell. Let's be honest, a lot of Bethesda's best games take forever to come out. Their development cycle for their games are fucking long. I want y'all to think about this. It's been 10 years since you got an Elder Scrolls game with a number behind it. Let me repeat that one more time. It's been 10 years since you got an Elder Scrolls game with a number behind it. If anyone thought that this game was going to come out in a timely fashion, you are... I don't want to fucking call you a dumbass. I just think that you need to go and look at your history. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. We look at history, we follow these patterns, we're not surprised.
But JayTech, they're owned by Microsoft now. Things will be different.
Things are going to be worse.
Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest. If they took 10 years, well, if it's been 10 years and they still don't have the Elder Scrolls 6, then I would assume it's only going to get worse with the management of Phil Spencer. Because they have their own problems with Xbox, where they take forever to bring out games. Sometimes they take so long that they cancel the games, in the case of Scalebound. Yes, we're gonna go look at that because, yeah. Our red alert from Thug GY at TK is another. I think I understand why they do this now. It's another Twitter post by Insomniac Games. It's called Nice Moves, and then they say hashtag Sunset Overdrive. Every Sunday, almost like clockwork.
Bro, if you
they're
I
posting
looked at that,
this shit.
Jay, I looked at that tweet earlier, right? You go to the comments of that tweet, bro.
People want that game.
Fire. It's straight fire. The port begging is crazy, bro.
Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll port beg all day for that game. Because if we get it, bro, let's be honest, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, bro. It's a little bit different, though, because we own the studio, and the studio owns the rights to that. We want a game that we wanted to support. We want a game that, as the real fans of Insomniac, we know we deserve. And we wanted to really experience what they had. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
It is. And it's only right that it comes to us, right?
It's only right, man.
We're the true fan base of that, that studio, those devs, those IPs, like the true platform,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a clean ass shot too, man. That picture.
We got a red alert. Okay. Let me talk to you guys about this red alert.
Does that involve Game Pass? Because if not, I don't want to hear it.
It involves God of War Ragnarok, and I'm gonna decipher. I'm gonna decipher this. What I want to do first, though, we're gonna have to share the screen for you guys to see it. It's that important. Oh my god. How do we do this? My fucking laptop's gonna lag when I do this shit. So what we got here? Is this it? Okay. This is a red alert. This is God of War Ragnarok related. And because you might not understand what I'm saying or how someone else would decipher it, I'm going to decipher it for you. And I'm going to take credit. And what I'm going to tell you right now is what I want everybody to echo. Okay, True Woody wants to be unmuted. If you see anybody talk about what I'm about to talk about, let them niggas know. I don't give a fuck if the person cool with me, if the person don't like me. Let them niggas know I heard that shit on the PlayStation Legion Sunday show first. JayTech covered that shit first. Give me some fucking credit. We get tired of motherfuckers getting news from other people and pretending like that person broke the news. Be honest with the community where you hear shit and where you get stuff. MBG will cover this. A couple of news outlets will cover this. I'm just like,
MBG gonna take it from you and get it and run
cool.
with it. And
that's cool, but if you honest with me and you getting tired of this bullshit in this game, in the gaming streets, don't let niggas do that shit. Come up to that motherfucker straight in his face and say, hey, I heard this shit from JayTech. I heard this shit from the PlayStation Legion on the Sunday show. Let's cover it. I expect everybody to be listening. I expect those viewers to be high, all the way in the 50s. Let's do it.
Hit that goddamn like button.
Raph. Raph is the artist that works at Sony Santa Monica, right? He does a lot of different, like, 3D art. I'm not, like, really skilled with saying this shit. It's not the proper thing, but he does a lot of art like this, right? It's beautiful art. He did all the X-Men a couple years ago. He did the whole Batman family. It was fucking awesome. Yes, he did do Wolverine, but this was probably a few years before we got the confirmation and Insomniac was working on it. What's weird about this, right? It's not weird, but what's exciting about what we're about to talk about is he works for Sony Santa Monica. on a Sunday, 2 hours ago, he posted a picture of Apocalypse. The game that he's working on is called God of War Ragnarok. Ragnarok
snap.
is the apocalypse. You get it? God of War Ragnarok is the apocalypse. He posts a picture of Apocalypse on a Sunday.
This nigga did. Oh my goodness.
And I was in the chat and my mic was off early in the stream. If you've been supporting us, you know we was having conversations in the chat while my mic was off. You know what I said. I said we got some big news to cover. I said we got big news. We got big patterns. This is a pattern. We saw some similar activity like this on Twitter last Sunday. Last minute red alerts that we were reading off that I saw on Twitter. And what I had noticed as I was talking about last Sunday, I was like, there's a lot of Sony Santa Monica developers like posting pictures and shit. Remember I was saying that? I was like, they're returning to the office. What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah.
And then we got the new footage from God of War, from the assistant. I forget the specific name, but it was the disability features in video games. Sony Santa Monica had posted a video. No one else from PlayStation Studios posted one. We never really dived into what was going on this past week when it came to Sony Santa Monica. But everybody else has games. They got games that are currently out. They have games with those features. They have games that they're working on. But the only motherfucker that talked about it was Sony Santa Monica. No one else from PlayStation Studios talked about disability features in their video game last week.
That's true.
And now we got Gaff posting a picture of Apocalypse, aka another word for Ragnarok, 2 hours ago on a Sunday before Monday, before the start of a new gaming news week. As always, we on our new schedule, we don't go live on Mondays. But if we have a important, massive, emergency level red alert, we will go live. Other than that,
may be tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be tomorrow. Other than that, you will see us on Tuesday and Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. And you definitely gonna see us on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a guarantee. But I think this is going to be a big week. And I think I'm going to dive into why. We're going to look at the calendar, and I'm going to show you guys why, from a pattern standpoint, why it's going to be a big week. So I want to thank you guys for bearing with me.
The way God of War ended, I'm not even surprised.
You said you're not surprised for what?
The way God of War ended, the way God of War ended, the way God of War ended, the way the story is going, I'm not surprised. The way the story is going for Ragnarok, the way they're taking it.
Oh,
I'm not surprised. The shit that Kratos did in the first game. I'm not surprised with the story where they're taking it. They're
Arnold, yes, Apocalypse is from the Marvel Universe. He has went up against the X-Men multiple times. But for him to post Apocalypse today, before Monday, when he is the person that's confirmed also still doing the art for God of War Ragnarok, it is...
Well, that Marvel, yes, is a Marvel character. There's Apocalypse from DC as well.
if you're one of the people on Twitter that follow every developer of every studio, hats off to you. I want to talk to you because you might be seeing something from a studio, from a developer I'm not seeing.
Yeah, that people do. People follow every developer, bro. That's a lot of people to follow, bro.
Yeah, but I want to talk to them because I need to talk to them today because I think I'm narrowing down on the pattern, and I'm just, I don't know why I wasn't following Gaff. I used to follow him. I don't know why I wasn't following him. But long story short, scrolling down on May 7th, he shows off the God of War Ragnarok black T-shirt that he's wearing, which is weird. It confirms that he seems to be back in the office. Then this week, with the disability features or the customization accessibility. Sorry, I've been saying disability accessibility features. He posts a little sprout.
Well, technically it's for disabled people because the audio is for the audio description is for people who are blind. So
Yeah, I just wanted to get the correct name. So he posts in response to the PlayStation post on the 19th. He posted a sprout on the 19th, and then he doesn't say anything else until today, where he posts a picture of Apocalypse, and he doesn't tag where you can buy the artwork. He doesn't post a link that he had also posted on Instagram, which he probably has. It's just he just posts this picture of Apocalypse, and it's just so weird because it's like we know what it means. You know, Apocalypse is coming, Ragnarok is coming. You know, you know what it means. I just want to confirm that he is the art director. This is what I wanted to, I know he does art for God of War, but I wanted to get his specific name. That's why I went to his page. He's the art director at Sony Santa Monica for God of War. The art director. If the art director is posting a picture of fucking Apocalypse on a Sunday, we potentially, anything can happen, but potentially, we could be looking at a very big week.
Bro,
we know it's amping up right now. We were looking at these developers talk about God of War back in the offices in some sort of celebration pictures I saw. I think it's all clear that they're ramping up on the marketing and everything, and they're about to do what we know they're going to do. Yes, it's coming out this year. Here's the date. Pre-order the game now. And I feel it. I just feel it. What was you about to say? I'm going to look at my calendar.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say these devs, bro. They be doing some sneaky shit on Sundays, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
The game looks fire. The game looks fire though. I'm wondering if it's my eyes, but the game looks updated, like graphically. I don't know if it's just me. Like when they showed it up with the disability with the accessibility features, the cinematics, it looks better. I'm not even sure if that's just me. It could be just me because I think I'm.
No, the game definitely looks better, bro. They added like a whole new film grain, like lighting effect to the shit. It's more detail in the clothing. Even though the picture that we got, that little clip that we got, was compressed as fuck because of Twitter. When we see the 4K version of that shit, bro, bruh. And then you look at the detail in the background, bro. It's much more. Well,
see, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me get the pattern down for the calendar. Remember, I told you the guys the next 2 months we are on pace for the state of play pattern that I discovered about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think I discovered in 2020, right? Yeah, so almost 2 years ago. So today is the 22nd. and we are in the week where the 25th is very close to a Thursday, potentially a state of play. If things are ramping up for God of War, they could definitely do God of War state of play. Whether you think it's respectable for God of War to have a state of play, or you think it should have a PlayStation showcase, I just want to talk to you guys about what we need. All we're gonna need from God of War state of play is roughly over maybe 20 minutes. Gameplay, showing off new locations, new armors, new weapons, stuff like that. Not everything, obviously. Towards the end of the state of play, we get collector's editions revealed, release date revealed, pre-orders open, shit like that. It's going to be your traditional state of play. State of plays are nothing to laugh at anymore. Game-focused state of plays are very important. Horizon got a game-focused state of play. Ghost of Tsushima got a game-focused state of play. Ratchet and Clank got a game-focused state of play. There's a lot of big PlayStation first-party games that got a game-focused state of play. Even The Last of Us Part 2 got a game-focused state of play. So we're not.
It's ironic because Sony shut everyone up with state of play. This state of play was actually
they've been doing a really good job now.
Mm-hmm. So whenever they bring out a state of play, you know it's something happening, bro. Something big going on.
So this is what I want to prepare you guys for. Anywhere between this week, I don't want to say the week after that because of Memorial Day week. So even though we know they most of these big businesses don't really operate on Mondays or Fridays, it is a holiday weekend. And some people might opt to just take the whole rest of the week off. So let's say that I don't know what could happen that holiday week. We could get something big. We probably could, probably not. But if you skip past Memorial Day week, you go to June. You go to June, the week of June 6th. This is what's really interesting. I talked to you guys about we normally get a state of plays near the 10th of a month or the 25th of the month. Well, in June, the 10th is on a Friday, the 9th is on a Thursday. Also in June, the 25th is on a Saturday, but the Thursday for that week is the 23rd. If we go back to May, which we're in right now, the 25th is a Wednesday. The 26th is a Thursday. We could potentially be looking at a state of play between the next 3 weeks. Because why not? Sony showed that they don't give two fucks about what Xbox is doing. They're not being polite. They're not being respectful. They're releasing information whenever they want. And yes, I don't know the specifics of which day they're going to go with or which week we're going to go with. But based off of the patterns of the state of plays that I've followed and led us to fucking accuracy, the week of the 25th is this week coming up. After the week of Memorial Day, the week of the 10th is the week after Memorial Day, and that's also coming up. So over the next 3 weeks, Sony is ripe and ready to have a state of play. I do believe that we're going to get God of War Ragnarok news pretty soon. I feel like with all that's going on, we're definitely going to get it. Let's go take a look at the new gameplay.
I think we're getting a state of play this week.
I don't think it's this week. No, that's.
I want to bet True Witty because I love seeing him lose bets. So.
Oh,
how about that?
I don't think it's this week. They would have announced it by now.
No. I want you to understand something. When they have state of plays, it's always close. Yeah, exactly. It's always close to the vest. Always. So it would probably be reported on a Monday and come out on Thursday. That's how they do it.
We got tomorrow and Tuesday to find out then.
Yeah, between tomorrow and Tuesday.
If I remember correctly, Horizon State of Play was during May. It's in May 20 something. 20. It was like right after my birthday.
What we could do is we could just go search the state of plays and get the dates, but
Horizon was in May, I think. When was Ghost of Tsushima's state of play? Was that in May as well?
That's the only thing that bothers me in front.
Okay, let's go look at it. Our last state of play was 2 months ago, so we're ripe and ready. It was a game-specific state of play, by the way. That was a game-specific state of play. That was for Hogwarts. It's sitting at 9 million views.
Holy shit.
9. That means that, yes, God of War is big, and God of War should get E3 presentation for the release date. But in reality, we know the game's coming. We got gameplay for it early on. They can do a game-focused state of play. Give it a roughly around 15-20 minutes. Bam! Trust me, people gonna love it.
Yeah, Harry Potter. That is a larger-than-life IP, so, I mean...
Exactly.
Series, man, it's... Oh, yeah.
So, I want to go... I'm scrolling to see if we got any of the other ones. But the only ones they got recently are these. So we would have to put in specific names. Let's just go search PlayStation State of Play. So we got Demon Souls State of Play. Y'all remember that one? Y'all don't remember that one. I don't remember that one either because that was just random. But Demon Souls did get a state of play.
I remember. It's just a long. It was just sudden.
Yeah, this one was really sudden. So we're gonna go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. What we got here, and we're gonna see if we can track this one, and we're gonna track all of them. It shouldn't be long, so don't worry about that, guys.
Oh yeah, when was Ratchet and Clank State of Play?
That this was 2020, right?
Ratchet and Clank.
When did they say this was? This was December 2020. When was this one? November 2020. November 7th. That's why a lot of people didn't watch this state of play. This state of play was on a Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
Yeah. It was one of the first ones that was on a Saturday. Most state of plays take place on Thursdays. But guess what? It was on the 7th. And the reason why they did that is because the 10th, the following week, was Veterans Day. That's why they had this state of play early and had it on a weekend instead of a Thursday. Because of it was a part of a major holiday. So
yeah, some state of plays are on Wednesdays as well now.
Exactly. That's why I always talk about Wednesday and we always talk about Thursday. So here's another one. This one's recent. This is Gran Turismo 7 State of Play Deep Dive. This was February.
Yo, that state of play was long. Yeah, it was really, really long.
That was 31 minutes long.
Yup.
This one was the 2nd of February, and that was on a Wednesday. For some reason, they didn't want to go anywhere near the 10th, which did fall on a Thursday. So I don't understand why they didn't do it the following week. I'm not seeing anything on my calendar, so something must have happened on the 10th. But I don't know what it was. So again, Wednesdays, we got Saturdays, but most of the time on Thursdays near the 10th. Here we go right here. Forspoken, State of Play March 2022, Worlds Collide gameplay. What was this one a part of? This is March 9th. March 9th was a Wednesday next to the 10th, but it doesn't count because State of Plays are pre-rendered. And it aired on the 10th, but it was uploaded on the 9th. Interesting. I don't want to watch that. State of Play March 9th. There we go. That was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. Here's another one right here. Full presentation. October 27th. Also on a Wednesday. March 9th. This also falls on the week of the 25th. July 8th. That falls on the week of the 10th. That was a Thursday. That was 2021. Horizon Forbidden West. 11 months ago. This falls on the week. This falls May 27th, which is on the week of the 25th. This is where our pattern started to pick up. And this was May 27th. Let's see, 27th, which was the week of the 25th. But no predictions were made on my calendar. Ratchet and Clank State of Play. 1 year ago. State of Plays really are getting good. Because, I mean, Ratchet had 1 million. Demon Souls ended up having 2 million. And it was on a Saturday. That was weird. April 29th. April 29th was also the week of the 25th. Sunday being the 25th. The 29th being a Thursday. And this is why I went with the week of the 10th or the week of the 25th theory. Because most of the time, that's when they drop them. And most State of Plays are on Thursdays. Yeah. Here we go. This one's, these are just individual videos, never mind. Kenna Bridge of Spirit State of Play trailer a year ago. 2.2 million. Yeah, anything related to State of Plays, they do start to generate a lot of views now. Like they weren't before, but if you have a State of Play, it's like a Nintendo Direct. People are gonna look at it, but I believe, in all honesty, that the State of Plays are taken more serious than Nintendo Directs, because the later Nintendo Directs over the last couple years have not been as productive as far as producing information, gameplay that the Nintendo fans want. Like now, over the last, let's say, 2 years, the State of Plays have actually produced what the fuck we want. Like, game-specific State of Plays that give us the information and gameplay that we want.
Okaloka in the Discord.
There you go. Cat Lover 95. Yeah, Wolverine was one of those. I forgot what State of Play that was from. They said it was a State of Play. No, that was a PlayStation Showcase. I'm about to say. Well, why did it pop up here? Okay. Oh shit! God of War will be successful, no doubt. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
gonna be no doubt, no doubt.
What do you think of the I don't know if you talked about it yet. What do you think of the Kojima?
I think that I talked about it yesterday. I think that Sony and Kojima need to do the partnership and get it out the way. Everybody already know you're flirting. You might as well just make it official.
You
It
mean
happened with Blue
Sony
Point.
acquired?
Yeah, just
You
do it.
mean
Just do it.
acquired?
Just do it. Just do it. Stop waiting. Just do it. So I don't want to talk about it because I think it's pointless. I don't want
No,
to keep
yeah,
giving
no,
opinions.
you
It's
have,
like it's the most obvious choice.
no,
That's
you
my
have it.
opinion.
No, you have it on the top on the
Oh yeah,
top list.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I said so.
yeah. It's like that's. I wanted to get that out the way. Sony and Kojima need to do it. Kojima wants his projects funded. Sony is willing to fund them as long as they retain the rights. Sony is not, bro. Let me explain something to y'all. Why would somebody pay for a chick, right? I want y'all to understand this. Why would somebody pay for a chick's hair, pay for her makeup, pay for her nails, pay for her shoes, pay for her outfit? Why would a guy pay for all of that just for her to go on a date with another dude? Why?
That's true. That's true.
That's how I feel when PlayStation be dressing up these games and putting it on PC. Yes, I know Sam gonna fucking contradict me, but still, that's how I feel. That's just my personal opinion. But I also feel the same way.
Mentality.
I feel the same way with Kojima. Sony should not fund any of his projects if he's even flirting with the idea of putting those games on Xbox or Nintendo systems.
Absolutely.
If he wants to do PC, hey, I guess that's where Sony's at right now.
Yeah.
But before Sony came out their mouth and said they were with PC, he was the first dumbass that did it.
But here's the thing though. Kojima never actually said specifically he's working on an Xbox game. He never said that at all. He never even hinted at it. Everyone around kept on saying that they're working on a Xbox game. Jeff Grubb said that he's working on an Xbox game, and he still claimed that he's working on an Xbox game. So like no one from Kojima Studios, no one, not even Kojima, has ever stated that they're working on an Xbox game. So that is just rumor until
Yeah, but
Kojima.
we were just wasn't we just talking about this, True Woody? We were literally just talking about how these insiders, journalists, and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're paid to lie to us. Of course, he's not working on an Xbox game, but they don't want you to fucking know the truth. They want you to think that Xbox has a future. They want you to think that Xbox still has value. They want you to go buy an Xbox. We got some history that came out today, right? The truth came out today that Kojima just didn't want to put Metal Gear Solid 4 on Xbox. That information came out today from Reset Era, the purple website that always has reports. Remember that one, the one that always floating around on Twitter? The purple icon. Yeah, that information came from them. They said that Sony didn't actually have an exclusive contract with Metal Gear Solid 4, but that's just where Kojima wanted to put the game, and he did not feel motivated to put it on Xbox at all. And that's why it never went to Xbox. But they never talk about why didn't it go to PC? And still hasn't went to PC.
It's visible over there.
I believe that that's bullshit. I believe there was an exclusive contract because how couldn't there? You know? When people are not working with Sony, when they think Xbox is better, when they're putting timed exclusive games over a year on Xbox, not on PlayStation. It's hard to believe that Sony did not secure the rights to that game for PS3 in order for the game not to go anywhere else later. As you remember, Mass Effect 1 late in the generation did eventually go to the PS3. It was a game that people said would never go to the PS3, but late in the generation it did.
Mass Effect 2 went to the
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought it was Mass Effect 1, my bad. Never mind.
No, Mass Effect wasn't Mass Effect 2 day and date. 2 and 3 were day and
yeah, 2 and 3 was day and date, but 1 never came.
You sure? I thought it was at the end of the generation. Or maybe it was the following generation when they did a release.
It was for PS2 when they released the set. Yeah. In fact, we did it for the PS4 generation. It technically came out during the PS5 era, in fact, but it was only for PS4. So it only recently came out that they remastered Mass Effect Trilogy, and it came to PS4. But it was never released on PS3 ever. The first one.
I think you're right. I'm trying to remember.
I know it wasn't because I was trying to get it, but and I couldn't get it on the PS3.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it did go. It did go to the PS3. It went to the PS3. It got confirmed in 2012. It said, this is a direct quote from Game Informer. EA said today the original Mass Effect is coming to the PlayStation 3 as a part of the new trilogy bundle that includes all 3 games from the series. So yes, Mass Effect 1, like I said, it went to the PS3 at the end of the generation. The end of the generation was 2013. 2012. Huh? No, they did not keep it. I remember this shit, Truity, because the only way we got it was through the trilogy. That's why I was wondering what you were talking about. Remember, I was part of generation. I was an active console war dude the whole gen. I know all the history. This game came over through a trilogy. They wanted to get as much money out of the PlayStation gamers as possible. Literally, as you remember, 2013 was the year the PS4 came out. 2012 was the year before PS4 came out. So that means we got the fucking game at the end of the gen. Literally. It was September 12th when they had this interview and confirmed it. That's basically at the end of 2012. When did the Mass Effect Trilogy bundle come to the PS3?
According to Mass Effect Wiki, fandom, the PlayStation 3 version of the trilogy was released on December 4th, 2012 worldwide, and on December 7th, 2012 in Europe. We got that shit at the end of the fucking gen. Because as you remember, February 2013. Oh my goodness.
Well, they couldn't even keep
But see, that's the thing. Why would you expect them to keep it? It was never their game. It was EA's game.
No, it was EA's game. Yes, but they had a contract with to the point where I didn't even think I was looking for the game. I knew.
Hey, bro. We know we're living in 2012. We know how much a contract is worth after time has passed. After time has passed and they made their money, you know how much a contract is worth. So, like, look at Kingdom Hearts. Shit, that shit was almost on PlayStation for 20 years. I know a good amount of the Final Fantasy games were on PlayStation for 20 years before they went to Xbox. But yeah, I mean, that's what happened.
Hold on. Then Microsoft didn't really get that much Final Fantasies because they only got 13 trilogy. And
no, they got the old ones. They got all the old ones. They got 12. They got
They got those because because
so I mean I think Final Fantasy 1, 2, and maybe 3 didn't go over there. Maybe 4 and 5, but I think 6 is over there. I think, and I know 7, and I know 8 and 9 and 10.
Yeah, 8 and 9 and 10 are over there.
12 is over there as well. and
Yeah.
obviously 13 backwards compatible. 14 not over there.
No,
Because that's
14 is not there.
that's the MMO.
14, yeah, that's MMO.
15 is over there, but 16 looks like it'll be skipping. I mean,
Yeah. No. According to news outlets, all Final Fantasies are skipping Xbox this generation. And if by what everyone is saying, that may be 100% the truth because apparently Sony might be acquiring Square Enix. So, that may be that may be also true. And if Sony acquires Square Enix, that's it's not going on Xbox. So the Final Fantasy series. Anything else may still go.
Hey,
But
Jay, why are all these idiots subscribing from Game Pass all of a sudden, like at one time?
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, it's just like it seems so simultaneous.
No,
So
you
weird to me.
Oh wait, I forgot. Sam pets cats so much he's out of the loop. He doesn't know.
No, what did he just say?
He wanted to know why all these idiots are unsubscribing from Game Pass all of a sudden.
No, just like all at once. It's so weird to me.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth, and then True Witty can collect some L's from the cat. So the truth is, FTC passed something that basically is going to stop the influencers, insiders, and anybody else taking money from Microsoft from falsely promoting Game Pass.
Oh wow!
And that was I think that was talked about on Friday, maybe Thursday. And these
idiots thought nobody would notice if they all did it at one time. Like, are you? I can't believe adults are this fucking stupid. They thought nobody would realize that.
Well, see, that's the thing. They thought nobody would realize they were all promoting Game Pass at the same time for the last 2 fucking years.
Yep.
We've been seeing them say stupid shit for years. I guess they never thought it was stupid.
So let me explain. In 2019,
they thought the government wouldn't get on their head. That's why they did all that shit.
Yeah, but
you got the Orc, fucking Polanco, and the other morons, and I guess they thought they were smart this whole time.
Yeah, but I want you to listen. In 2019, they passed the first FTC ruling on influencers and shit, right? It was very light. They had a booklet on what you should do and what you shouldn't do, right? But remember, that's 2019. The pandemic isn't seen in the United States until at least the end of January or sometime in February. So while the pandemic is raging in 2020 and 2021, they believe that nobody's gonna notice what they're fucking doing. So Microsoft ramps up the rewards and incentives and bribes to influencers, journalists, random fanboys, insiders to make fake news in order to promote Game Pass and Xbox superiority. And they do this for 2 years, 2020 and 2021. And then now things are clearing up, and FCC sees it, and that's why they called them out, bro.
I have a feeling why they did it. Actually, that it just caught to my attention. I have a feeling I know why they did it. Remember when they said they're going to look into investigate Microsoft and their dealings because of the Activision acquisition? Mm-hmm. They probably found out that Microsoft was paying these people.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they decided they're going to just.
I love it. I'm just like True Witty. Internally, I'm laughing. Or outside, I'm just like, nah, fuck it. I'll laugh later on so I don't lose my voice. But I love it because, like Sam said, they're stupid enough to be promoting Xbox and Game Pass and Xbox Series X all at the same time. Most of them had the same message points. Most of them tweeted the same type of messages. But now that the cat is out of the bag, like Sam is saying, they're all unsubscribing from Game Pass at the same time.
They didn't want to be subscribed to it in the first place.
Hold on, True Witty. Yes, the answer to your question is yes, Bokaloka. From what I understand,
somebody screenshotted all that crap.
Well, we got people in a Twitter gaming community that has confirmed this morning that
let's put these people in jail, man. Let's go.
Tony Polanco is one of the individuals that is currently actively deleting his tweets.
Bro, roll that idiot into jail. That's the first
But
jail
that's the
birth,
thing.
the moron.
They've said the dumbest things. The Twitter gaming community is... I love you guys. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Xbox. You guys are toxic. I really can't stand the PC trolling community. But the PlayStation guys and the Nintendo guys, you guys are core when it comes to keeping receipts. And if I know anything, the PlayStation gaming community has done the utmost best job on Twitter, taking screenshots and keeping receipts from these Xbox weirdos. So I know that people have the tweets from Tony Polanco's stupid shit. And then I also know that if you try to go search that shit and you can't see it, you understand. Now, this is the tricky part. Tony Polanco over the last 5 years has went out of his way to block a lot of PlayStation dudes. So even if you were to search his name, you probably wouldn't see him or his tweets because he probably got you blocked.
Talk to everybody, bro.
But
If you don't agree with it, blocks you.
It's just weird that Tony Polanco and I think another individual underneath his tweet, or he was underneath somebody else's tweet, where he said he's unsubscribing for Game Pass and going to Plus. And then the other person was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Plus too because they have a good lineup. I'm like, and I'm sitting up here like, what?
Bro,
why didn't y'all come out publicly last Monday and confirm it?
Too.
It has to. Listen, this is the thing. What's his name? David Lurie? Dustin Lurie?
Dustin Lurie, yeah.
He's claimed a quote-unquote vacation where he's not doing shit related to gaming. He's not covering no games. He's on some quote-unquote vacation. He took the vacation listen, if I'm not mistaken, he took the vacation before the PlayStation Plus premium games list came out. He took the vacation before this information from the FTC came out.
My goodness.
And he also took the vacation before the information came out that Starfield was delayed. He missed a lot. And it's weird that you would take a vacation right before shit starts to hit the fan.
That nigga may come back and say, I'm unsubscribing to Game Pass.
I would, if I was them, even though, like Sam said, it's really stupid for them to all do the same thing at all the same time, do it. Unsubscribe from Game Pass and speak the truth, because if you fucking don't, you're going to get caught red-handed. First of all, even if you think you're not, they have your fucking names. They got your
I've seen
names.
two people say PlayStation has a better deal, and I'm like, what's the difference? These are the same games that have been on PS Now for years.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
You're just getting PS5 games from a year ago, basically, on the new server.
Listen, Sam. I've been saying this for years. You know I have. And what I'm amazed by is they're just now telling the truth.
Dude, put them all in jail, including the ones that are coming to play. I want them all in jail, man. All of them are fucking scumbag liars trying to fuck up a really incredible hobby. So, just put them all in jail.
Oh, J-Rock ain't gonna change. Don't worry. He's not even getting paid.
The hell is that?
I didn't. Nah, he's just Xbox, dude.
Oh, yeah. This dude said, don't forget Paris.
Yeah, affirmative action number 1. Put him in jail, too.
Paris is guilty. He is not also guilty from the Xbox shit. He's also one of the yellow chairs.
Jay's not putting that nigga on trial.
Yeah, no, he's guilty because he took money from CD Projekt Red to hype up Cyberpunk, knowing that it was not in an active, let's say a good playable state for console gamers, and he continued to hype the game up, received the yellow chair as compensation, and then he proceeded to advertise Game Pass for the next 2 years.
I think all those yellow check diamonds should go in jail, to be honest.
Paris is the worst because he engaged in Aaron Greenberg level taunting of the PlayStation gaming community, especially when he did that shit with Horizon. And I'm like, bro, it's good when it's you listen, this is all I'm gonna say. They want, and I said this on Twitter, it has like over 100 likes now. Xbox fans want to sabotage the success of the PlayStation. And that's one of the reasons why they want PlayStation to do everything that Xbox is doing. Even though they know Xbox is getting dog stomped for the stupid decisions they make. So instead of paying for the game and having the future of the series funded, they want us not to help fund the future of the series by putting the game on PlayStation Plus day and date, knowing that nobody will buy the game because it's already there. And it's like, you want Sony to engage in these stupid business practices that are going to sink the company. You know.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
What's the point? They already said they're never going to do what they're doing.
I know, but
doesn't financially make sense.
I saw an Xbox fan as early as this morning. No, not this morning. We were just watching Dealer Gaming on RDX. He says that Sony took in 4 steps in the right direction, but they might as well do day and date. I'm like,
they literally said why they're not going to do that and why would it make sense. Are they stupid? Can they not read what CEOs say about their own companies?
What I love about the statement is no Xbox fan or insider or influencer or journalist had a rebuttal for the statement.
Yeah, I say jail time, by the way, Arnold, because he's made people waste money that could have potentially been used for other things, including life-changing investments. So yeah, jail, not a fine. Jail time.
Exactly.
That dude's been doing it for years. He just heard Jay say it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Paris has been doing this shit for a while. Polanco has been doing it for a while. It's another dude, another like Puerto Rican guy. You know, the one with the bald head.
Yeah, he's a major Xbox. Pena.
Yeah, Pena. He's been doing it for a while. Even the Xbox executives need jail time. Aaron Greenberg actively doing it. Matt Booty, Phil Spencer. I mean, the shit they've been doing is criminal. You're not supposed to do it. Why do you think the FTC is coming down hard on these motherfuckers? You think this is something that they're supposed to engage in? No, they're not. That's why I speak out about this shit all the fucking time and talk about how unfair it is. You have people being paid to lie. To you! To the point that I saw PlayStation fans sympathizing with the Game Pass fucking marketing scheme. Oh yeah, Sony should do it. Sony should do it. Yeah, Game Pass is good. Sony should do it.
I hate when people do this.
Like, come on, bro. Stop that shit. Y'all know it's all fucking fake now. So, you think Sony should do it now? Somebody paid to put a thought in your fucking head. They were paid to put a thought in your head. If I go see is that a good analogy? That's not
That
good.
makes sense.
I was about to say if I go pay for a movie, and then I stay in the movie theaters all day, hopping from movie theater to movie theater to see all the movies. How am I helping fund the sequel of a specific movie that I like if I'm not paying for the fucking ticket? You know,
you're not. The nerds do that.
I know,
At least that's my justification.
I understand that, and that's why I said I didn't know if I should use it because I already knew what you were gonna say. But long story short, if you really love something, you pay for it, man. I mean, yeah, we go back to it. If the nerds love these movies, right? And they're gonna pay for these tickets. They're gonna make sure a sequel is made because they're gonna show their support. Not everything.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, not everything is for everybody. But when you got the majority of the Xbox fan base saying that they refuse to buy games, that is not, bro, like, I believe developers, game companies need to take out a class action lawsuit against Microsoft and Xbox for hurting their pockets. Because you put this thought process in their fan base. Hold on, True Woody. Hold on. You put this thought process in the Xbox head, right? And now they're not giving you any money for your fucking product. They've been programmed not to give you money for your product. That hurts you financially. And now the only way that you can get any money is if Microsoft strong arms you into forcing you to put your game in the Game Pass for a little bit of upfront money. Financially, you're getting raped. So yeah, Microsoft does need to be taken to court on the Game Pass advertisement scheme.
It's not even that though. They specifically told developers that when games go into Game Pass, it increases sales, which is not true.
Exactly.
It have to be like the most
that's
anonymous game for that to make sense. It doesn't work for big games or well-known games.
Nope, it doesn't.
no it won't. And that's already a lot.
You guys are gonna continue to tell me, people, and I agree. That's all I'm gonna say. Dave, Arnold, if you guys want to keep giving me names, I agree. Every name that you planning on telling me of a influencer, insider, or journalist that has been engaging in promoting Game Pass while you know that they're receiving some sort of compensation or rewards, I agree. They all need to be in legal trouble. They all need jail time. I agree. Anybody that has been doing it needs jail time.
Can we at least get her fired, man?
Call Eastwood. Call Eastwood is another one.
They need to get fined. I don't know about jail time. Jail time is a little excessive.
No, it's not. No. Why do you think the FTC is involved in this? Because it's illegal. Tweety, if the FTC wasn't a part of it, I could sympathize with your thought process. Jail time is a little bit too severe.
I'm not saying 10 years, by the way.
The
just
FTC,
a couple years.
Yeah, just a couple years. Because you got to remember, they took money to lie to Americans in order to force them to give money to the specific company. That's not right. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I know it's weird because I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I told you guys I don't, but I've watched a lot of these Indian scam call centers. These are some of my favorite videos to watch. These guys be like...
Oh, yeah, they scam like hell, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, but there's some YouTube videos where people are calling them, and they have hacked into their video camera, and they're watching them, and they're scaring the shit out of them, describing what they look like, calling them by their real names, hacking into their own computer, or because the way they do it, they hack into your computer so they can try to get your information. And long story short, it's really funny because one video I saw yesterday, the person knew that this is what they do, so he got all their pictures. Everybody in the office, he got all their personal pictures, and their personal pictures was on his desktop. So when the person in India hacked into his computer in order to try to get the banking information that he was going to type in, he saw all the pictures of them, and it freaked him out. You know, I saw another video today where the dude, you know, they're checking on your bank account when they're doing the scam on the phone, and they're waiting for you to reimburse them the money that they never sent to you. They claim they're going to send you money or reimburse you money that you spent, but you never spent any money. Most older people don't understand this. They don't check their banking statements. I check my banking statement every fucking day. I know what I spent, you know. So it's like they don't understand that, so they don't check their banking information. So if somebody says, "Oh, you spent $200 on this," they're gonna believe them, and then they're gonna pretend that they're working for Microsoft or Amazon, and they're gonna try to get your money back. And in reality, all they're doing is hacking into your fucking bank information while you're on the phone on a computer, and then they take money out of your bank account that you don't even know they're taking. They do it real quick, and they do it real slick. And if you're older and you're not educated, they fucking get you for a shitload of money. I've been watching a lot of these videos of these people like getting trolled and getting raided, and it's just fucking hilarious. But ultimately, you know, not all of them get raided, not all of them get shut down. But you know it's wrong. But in India, they're not putting a stop to it. I'm saying all of this to say we know somebody paying another person to lie to the American public about one electronic being better than the other, when in reality, you know it's not, in order to sway someone's buying habits, is wrong. That's a scam. If I've ever saw one, it's on the same level of the Indian shit. You're forcing them to spend the money the way you want to. India, the Indian scam, they're forcing you, like they're trying to trick you into open up your bank account on your computer while they hacked in and they're viewing it, just so they can fucking get your info. It's fucked up. Fucked up, man.
I mean, when you're doing like a live chat.
What happened?
Talking about when you're doing a live chat with customer service.
Yeah, those fake Indian scammers. They always try to get you to go log into your Amazon account, because they already have eyes on. I don't know how they do it. They have some technology on their computer where they can, once you start talking to them and you do some stuff, and they basically hacked into your fucking Amazon account and they see how much money you spent, and the Amazon's not even aware that they're aware now, hopefully, but they're not, like, it's not really Amazon walking you through this shit. It's somebody else scamming you. And they have eyes on the elderly because for some reason they've hacked into enough people's computer to know what your financial standing is. And that's why they go after the elderly, because they see a huge sum of money in their savings. It's so fucked up that they even have that information all the way in India.
Oh, the elderly are senile, man. So that's another reason you just take advantage of the senile.
Sad though, man. Your whole life savings get scammed away because they tell you that you spent money that you didn't spend. So fucking sad. Those some other people who need their heads bashed in. For real, man.
Yeah, it makes me want to sue Verizon, man, because I pay for the phone bill, and basically most of the phone calls are from scammers. It's like this whole little partnership behind the scenes.
I get a scam call probably every day at 2:30, like clockwork. I just don't pick it up. And then when they leave a voicemail, it's always a broken one. Like they were in the process of saying something, but they couldn't like have it, because that's how you know it's a scam. You know, normally when a person sends a voicemail, they wait for the beep. Well, they're already started their recorded message before the beep. So I'm hearing a part of the sentence talking about car insurance. And I don't have a fucking car.
Yeah. They do that to me all the time, bro.
It's just hilarious, bro. That was I swear the car insurance scam that's going on right now is hilarious because I don't have a car.
Yeah, they always like, oh, your car insurance needs resurfacing, and we need to sell you some car. I'm like, bro, nigga, I don't drive. Like someone called me, and I'm like, nigga, I don't drive. Get off my phone, dog. Like,
man, they get mad at you sometimes.
Yes, and I'm like, nigga, I don't drive. You can try to scam someone else, nigga.
And I'm like, no, I was to this one idiot scammer. I was like, how is you being rude gonna help convince me to give you my money, stupid ass? You can't even like hold your emotions in. Like a stupid scammer, bro. He got really mad. Can't even scam right, you piece of garbage.
Like, it's just stupid, bro. Like,
so these influencers are like a
hold on. No, the thing is, every time I listen to these scammers, I'm like, bro, you could at least do your research and realize that someone else doesn't drive before you call them for car insurance, nigga. Like I'm like, bro, you guys are fucking retards, bro.
Car insurance in itself is just a legal scam when you think about it.
Yeah, it's obvious it's a legal scam because you're hacking into someone's database.
No, I mean just paying car insurance. It's just a bill every month for no reason. I mean, what are you gonna do? Get into a crash a million times? They get into a crash like once every 10 years or some shit. You need insurance, so you gotta pay this every month or you're going to jail. Like, okay, fuck you. How about just not have a car then? Saves you gas money nowadays.
And it's also very rare also for someone to crash into you. So at the end of the day, you're paying all that car insurance, and you're barely gonna nothing's gonna happen. Like someone very rarely crashes into you sometimes, and you rarely crash. So if you
usually just drunk people or shitty drivers to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. And if they crash into you, then they gotta pay. It's not you that's paying it. They are the one that's paying it. So the real question is, why are you paying car insurance?
Legal scam.
I love it. You gotta love the scammers. You gotta love the hackers. You gotta respect them. I mean, they don't have much of a life. That's why they do it. They don't want to go out and actually get a real job. That's why they do it.
Well, if they're successful only like 2 or 3 times, that's like more than a year's salary for some people.
Bro,
Yeah, I mean that's
they
good.
make
That's
money.
good. That's good. But see, let me put it this way: America, I think America scammer is better than the Indian scammer, right? Because when they scam people out of that money, most of that money got to go to the boss that's running the scam. You don't,
Punjab?
yeah, you don't fucking own it. But see, if you're doing like if you're an American scammer and it's just you don't have to pay anybody above you. So you just scam somebody out of money, and that money all goes to you. Remember the stupid idiots? There's some wannabe rappers that were doing the scam for the what was it? We remember we were getting those checks.
Yeah.
What was those checks called? The fucking not the Trump checks.
Stimulus?
Huh?
What, the stimulus checks?
There you go. The stimulus check. Remember we were getting the stimulus checks?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were getting the stimulus checks, and that's how that shit was going on.
So what were they doing? They were making illegal checks?
I don't know, man. Somebody they were basically finding a way to get more stimulus checks for that they were supposed to, and they ended up getting caught. Then they went to jail. I know it was one black dude.
Yeah,
he got caught because
he
he was rapping about the money he had made off of the scam. Like I never understood.
Good motherfucker, bro.
New generation.
Wait, you went and rap that you made money off?
Yeah, but look at this, bro. New generation rappers are the worst, bro. New generation rappers are literally the worst.
Oh my goodness, man. That is just retarded. And yes, I use the R word. And yes, I use the R word. Goddamn.
Oh, you're right.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. Because why rap about your crimes? They got a task. They got a task force that will listen to rap songs in order to catch these young rappers, and it has been publicized that that's what they do. Yet these rappers still rhymes. They rap specifically about what they have done on the streets.
Bro, why is that genre still popular, man? Rap's been shit for a while now.
The new generation of rap, I can agree, but the
generation
of rap I grew up with. The rap I grew up with had soul, it had meaning, it had lessons.
Tupac, Biggie Small. Tupac, Biggie Small. No, but they had a story to tell.
Even the early 2000s rappers from down south that had those catchy songs and people was dancing to and shit. It died probably around 2010.
Dude, explain to me how a guy with a stupid ass name like the Baby is successful. Is that somebody you want to be a fan of? His literal name is Baby. It's a stupid rap gangster name to be.
Even the names are stupid, bro. Like, goddamn.
But look, bro, there's two babies. There's the Baby and Little Baby.
Bro.
They both morons.
Yeah,
and
then
I
think there is a rapper called Baby as well.
It's really hardcore, bro. You got him.
I think one of the company.
I've seen 2 feeds on my Instagram where this idiot tried to kiss his fans and they reject him. So not even his fans want to put out to him, which is weird because I thought groupies will just do whatever you want.
Oh no! They thought they were that popular, bro. That's what.
Bro, this dude's trying to kiss anybody that gives him a hard on. They're just curving him. This is ridiculous, man. You're not even slick like the old rappers either. I've never seen that shit happen to an old rapper, even the ugly ones.
Oh jeez.
Island Boy, is that a rapper? I thought those were TikTok morons or something.
Nigga, Island Boy. God damn.
Oh yeah, the Island Boys. Oh, those are the worst. Those were the worst ones.
Yo, hey, you guys see that?
People made them famous.
Did you guys see that new God of War Ragnarok accessibility clip that PlayStation posted an hour ago?
I did not see that.
I don't think I saw that one.
That marketing wrapping up, boy.
Hold on.
Wait, let me
go take a look at that. No, I don't see it. You
Oh,
must.
don't see.
No, I don't see it.
What's it on Twitter?
Yeah,
Where
it's on.
Oh,
Oh,
it's on Twitter.
okay.
Okay, I was wondering. We still gotta go look at the video though. Let's see.
It's only 3 seconds long, but
Oh,
We block C. Okay, I'm gonna do a little research. Looked like somebody tried to hack into my laptop, but my what's name blocked it. See, a lot of people to be hacking into your computer, I guess they try to do that shit when you're not looking, but I'm always on. And if I'm not always on, I turn that shit off. But it's just funny. Because it happened like 3 times while I was live, so I'm pretty much sure it's a PC fanboy. But this has happened before. We've known this stuff. Like they want so much attention from me. I stopped giving them attention. I ignored their existence, and this is what they do. Try to hack into the Discord. Try to hack into my fucking computer. This is what they do. I just want to search what this thing is real quick. That's IGP. Okay, now what is this one? This is I just want to do a little research on my own to see what they're trying to use to hack into the laptop. This is why I hate computers, man. I don't think my fucking PlayStation, my PS4, PS3, PS5 never got hacked. And I think it's more unprotected than a fucking computer, but you don't see motherfuckers hacking that shit. I love how PC fans always enter like conversations about, oh, remember y'all got hacked? I'm like, how often does your fucking computer get hacked? How easily can an Indian call center? Just got another fucking notification. Thank you. I'm gonna scan the laptop real quick. How often can an Indian call center hack into your fucking computer with their fucking shitty ass software and take your fucking information? Like, it's very easy to do that shit. I mean, they keep trying, but my virus protection keeps kicking them out, keeps finding them. That's why I keep getting these notifications if you're hearing this ring. It's funny as shit. I mean, good luck. Let me see. Let's watch this video. This is the one that they posted May 19th, 2022. I'm telling you, bro, if we get a state of play for God of War Ragnarok this week, I'm taking credit for that prediction.
I think what we'll end up getting is not a state of play, but a showcase. A big showcase.
I don't think we're gonna get a showcase for God of War. I think the God of War is
not for God of War. No, not for God of War.
A summer
I mean, like,
showcase?
Yeah.
I think the summer showcase is going to be in September.
I do too.
Yeah, not that late. Why that late?
The reason why I think it's gonna be in
That's
September is because
summer. That's still summer,
if
bro.
if Sony does God of War is a big part of what people want to know from any sort of a show, right? God of War is like the big thing. If we get a confirmation for a release date, pre-orders open up, that's big. That's a big part of a showcase, right? So once you take God of War away from a potential showcase, then you would have to fill in the gaps. And then what we're looking at is the summer event from Jeff Keighley, his Summer Fest. And we don't know what games are going to be shown off over there, right?
Yep.
So it's like Sony could do another fucking state of play and give out a little bit more information. Stray is about to come out, meaning that that's not information we need to know. A showcase from PlayStation, I'm just being honest with you, Truity. You eliminate Stray, you eliminate any other second party or timed exclusive games that might be shown at the Jeff Keighley Summerfest, or maybe a PlayStation exclusive shows up there like fucking Sunset Overdrive, which I'm expecting to get confirmed this year.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that game, bro.
Once you take away all those announcements, then your showcase is going to be what it needs to be. It's going to be a showcase talking about what's coming next, specifically next year or the year after. And that's why I feel like God of War doesn't need to be a part of a showcase. And a showcase in the summer wouldn't really do much. Like, what is it going to do? It's all the games in the showcase are going to tell you what's coming out next year. So you might as well keep the showcase to September. Have maybe another fucking state of play to give out a little bit more information about some readily available games.
Like Stray.
Yeah, Stray. Fucking do something maybe with Sunset Overdrive. You might get information on that shit this year. Talk more about legendary games coming back from PlayStation Classics. I mean,
yeah.
I think they could fill in the gaps really good when PlayStation Plus Premium hits on the 13th. And if you want to get God of War information out before fucking June, you're good.
Yep. Because June, bro, when they start revving up that God of War stuff, bro, nothing else matters, bro. Everything else, you know what I'm saying? That game is just next level hype. So nothing else matters. They can save their showcase till like September. And by the time September comes, think about this. They'll be the games that they're currently working on, that they're going to show in their showcase, will be more ready to be shown by that time.
So let me ask y'all a question, man. Y'all watched the new God of War trailer that was posted on the 19th? Did y'all watch that in 4K?
New God of... Oh, you're talking about the little... Yeah.
You watch it in 4K? That's the one everybody's talking. That's the one everybody's talking about. This is the one they're talking about where it's more. It looks better than the one from last.
The audio. With the audio over it.
But it looks clear, like really clear.
Oh wait, they got it in 4K. They got it in 4K now?
Yes, this one's in 4K. Yeah. Remember, when they add a 4K video, sometimes YouTube takes a long time to load it up. But this one is also in 2160 at 60 frames per second.
Oh, let me go check that out. Check that shit out.
I want to watch this a little bit later after the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the same thing on my TV.
4K. This is the part right here where you can see a clear Atreus, because the trailer we got last year wasn't as clear as this one. And if we're gonna be honest, we might want to follow a pattern. And our pattern might lead us somewhere where I think we're gonna like.
Why they let you smack this kid in this game?
Illegal. Get him out of here. Kick him out. So this is what we're looking at. God of War Ragnarok got a showcase reveal on September 9th. Not a state of play, a showcase reveal. September 9th is early September. That's an early showcase. So I mean, if we're looking at like, and you know what the 9th is, right? You know that's close to the 10th. That's one of them patterns I got. The second week of a month, or maybe at the latest, the second to the last week of the month, which they haven't really been falling into. They've been really having a lot of their state of plays and even the showcases in the beginning of the month. But
Hey, this trailer showed though, and I don't think people paid attention to. Chris is more is more like he can handle himself now. Before in the
How's
first
Jaffe
game he
gonna
was
say this is
making
a
a
DLC, man?
before because Jackie's salty, bro. Like
he's salty. He's a fucking hater, bro.
Yeah, but he's a dickhead. That's why people don't like him to begin with. There's no self-awareness there.
he's salty, bro. He just upset with himself.
He would have been a nice guy that would have kept you on the project for the game. You're a douchebag in the story. Own up to
I'm
it.
looking at this scene this frame right here. I paused it right when there was not a lot of blurriness of him moving. This is truly enhanced. Like this is like from the last trailer we saw last year, which is almost a year old. Oh, I wanted to follow up on a pattern. So they had the showcase last year on the 9th, which was Thursday. This year, the 9th is a Friday, and the 8th is a Thursday. So, I would expect, because if they still want to do a summer showcase, September, the early part of September is still regarded as summer. So they would still probably do it on the 8th.
It is, but it's late summer.
Yeah, it's late summer, but that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna have a showcase on the 8th. But we got May, June, July, and August. You got a lot of time to have another state of play or multiple state of plays if you want. But the gaps, remember I told you about the gaps. Every month we're gonna get a shitload of new games and classic games coming back. It's gonna fill in the gaps for people to talk about. Oh, you don't got no games. You can't say you don't have no games when you got the revamp of PlayStation Plus out here all summer, giving us shit that we never fucking had before, or giving us old games to replay again with trophies. I think this could be the most entertaining gaming summer we've ever had.
Sony also needs to speak on sports spoken, bro. Like we need to figure out what's going on.
Cedric, you said Dr. Phil show, bro. Nigerian scammers, it's crazy. I need to watch that. Nigerian scammers are funny as shit. I've dealt with a couple of them on my Snapchat, and they are stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. They're fucking stupid. Almost as bad as the fucking chicks on Twitter trying to make you pretend they like video games and anime in order for you to go to their fucking OnlyFans. Like, that shit's fucking hilarious. People ain't even trying to be educated anymore.
Nigga, they're not even trying to scam you properly anymore. They're like, bro, it's been dumb, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Age of morality.
I'm just looking at this, man. This shit looks really good. I can't wait for this. Jeff Kitley Jaffe called this DLC. This shit looks completely different than the first one.
Nigga, hey man, let it be DLC to him, man. He just ain't gonna get nothing. I get what? Let me guess. The new Twisted Metal is gonna be DLC too from the PS3.
Oh, I would love them to bring that back. He'll feel some type of way if they did that.
I want him to. I want him to bring it back. Cause I heard that nigga feelings, but I would. Especially if it's successful.
Do you remember what I was talking about when I said Sony got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? By the way, guys, that video got copyrighted. I had to delete that shit. It got copyrighted because of the Yu-Gi-Oh show that I showed, so I won't be doing that again. But yeah, remember I told you the face down cards the Yu-Gi-Oh would put down on the battlefield, and you wouldn't know what he was gonna do next, and then he set a trap. Well, the Twisted Metal video game reveal is a face down card. We haven't talked about it, but we know it's in development. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all things that they could surprise us with at the show, at a beautiful showcase this September. Just wrapping up all the stuff we have forgotten about or showing us more of what we know about. It's awesome, man. I can't wait. But before we get to the September, we still got to deal with the rest of May, June, July, and August. So we still got a lot of time before the potential Sony showcase in September. Okay.
Black everybody was mad at.
You say what?
Remember when they showed her, everybody was like, "Oh, they're turning us into woke or whatever."
Yeah.
I think it's actually based on a real mythological character.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. And if they don't like something, they're all gonna say it's woke.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I don't even think they know what the definition of woke means. Like, people need to remember, all the Egyptians were fucking black. Why wouldn't they be? They're all out in the fucking sun building fucking pyramids. But American culture makes them look real tan. I mean, like, real light. So if she's in here and she's from another realm, respect whatever color skin she is. You don't know where the fuck she's from. Just because they have somebody of a color of a skin doesn't mean it's woke. Now, if they would have made
history, bro.
Yeah, I know they don't. Like, I can understand the CW shit being woke, but I'm not, like, everything that's added to a video game or whatever, it's not woke. I can't.
Yeah, their woke games are the first Spider-Man, and I did a side quest in Forbidden West where it was just like, okay, bro, just shove this shit in here. Like, the lady was talking about them making lower wages than men. I'm like, what does this have to do with the quest she's doing?
I already knew. I was like, why is it getting dark outside? This is about to be a fucking thunderstorm. I might as well get prepared for that bullshit. Guys, we are at the edge of the stream. We were supposed to end about 30 minutes ago, but we're at the edge of the stream. I want you guys to look out for some information this week. If they do anything tomorrow that is major, we will go live at 11 o'clock. Possibly like last time, we go live even earlier at 10:30. I'll be sure to be up. And make sure I'm up early so that if something is fucking really important, I will be live at 10:30. But I believe we're gonna get some crazy news. Again, Sony is opening the gateway to backwards compatibility, and that right there is the gift that keeps on giving if you want your company to stay in the news every fucking week, every month. Just release some old games that people haven't saw for a while. It's one of the best strategies. Xbox did it. They do it with Game Pass. They did it with Xbox One. And see how many people would fucking talk about them every week. Because they gave you some old games. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
At least frauds, they never play these old games.
I know, that's what's funny about this. Like, PlayStation has a legacy that's just on a whole nother level than Xbox.
Guarantee you 'I'll go higher. 85% of people don't have a clue what the fuck Intelligent Cube is. Not a clue.
Thank you, Ice Queen. Me and you will be in touch. I definitely gonna go back on Twitter and check out a couple developers from Insomniac, and I will be checking out some developers from Sony Santa Monica to see on their Twitter if I see any clues. But one of the major clues is from Raph, the art director from Sony Santa Monica that is working on God of War Ragnarok, posting a picture of Apocalypse from X-Men. And as you know, Ragnarok is basically the apocalypse. So it's a subtle fucking clue, but it's there. Posted it about 3 hours ago now. About 3 hours ago now on a Sunday, and we were just talking about last Sunday. Hey, bro, somebody had posted something. It was like a report or something that we got a red alert on a Sunday, and it was so weird. And like, bro, why are we getting this red alert on a fucking Sunday? Why is it here? And then Monday we get the list of PlayStation Plus games, which I knew was gonna happen. I knew they needed to give that information out. The reason why, and this is why this week is gonna be interesting. PlayStation Plus Premium starts its first regional rollout tomorrow in the Asian territory.
Oh yeah. That means that means you might get a full list of game.
Yes, we might get
things.
another list of what Japan and Asia might be receiving, because we got what
Mhm.
Europe and United States are receiving. And yes, they had a lot of Japanese studio, PlayStation Studio, Japan Studio, sorry. They had a lot of Japan Studio games on that list, including the original Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls Remake, as well as Ape Escape and other stuff. So this PlayStation Premium shit is the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to news and coverage. So I can't wait. But guys, I'm off. I'm about to go relax and watch some anime or play some of these games that I haven't been playing this weekend.
I might go live.
What you gonna
So,
play?
I'm gonna play some Outriders. I'm trying to get this thing done. I'm trying to beat it because I have been sitting in my backlog for a long time. So
It's like 1,000 hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to at least finish the story.
Okay, man. Well, let me prepare for this weird ass thunderstorm. It's dark as shit outside.
Oh,
Okay,
is
guys.
it?
Yeah, it's dark as fuck. I'm about to go outside and see how bad it is. Birds up here
Apocalypse.
trying to fly away. Now y'all want to
Watch
fucking
out.
leave, little bitch.
Watch out for rain. Watch out for raining hails, bro. Watch out for falling hails and Starfield.
Take care, ice cream.
Okay, Ice Queen, have a good night. Everybody have a good night. I'll see y'all on Tuesday and Thursday. If anything major happens tomorrow, I will let you guys know. Keep your eyes locked to my Twitter or the community section of my YouTube channel. I will definitely let you guys know if something